And we're live. Welcome back to another week of the Veve Bros right here podcast on Collect and Connect NFT page on YouTube. How you guys doing? I'm solo right now because my brothers are always late, and yeah, they don't take this shit as serious as I guess. You know, Veve Mescal just standing there not doing nothing. But exciting week. Just trying to stay on course. Let's stay on course. If you caught the AMA yesterday, you know there's big news, a lot of stuff to talk about. If you've been hitting drops like I've been hitting drops, it's been a beautiful week since I last spoke to you. A couple more ultra rares to throw in there. There we go. There's my co-host.
His name is Ultra Rare Ben. You would refer to him
For now.
as
I'm
you
a
are
good,
Ben.
Good run. I'm a good run.
Because this guy's been hitting all the ultra rares this month. And what's popping? Chris out in the chat right here, man. We chilling. It's Wednesday. You know what that means, Veve Bros? Cisco, this is how you were born, dude. There's nothing we can do. All right, hold on. The audio sounds cool. Give us an audio thumbs up. Shouts out to everyone in the live chat.
All three mics are on?
All three mics are on. They should be on. Come on, dude.
That's
Don't
production.
you work
That's your
in
show.
an office? We just don't have headphones, but we make it happen. I hope everyone's doing good, man. Last week's episode.
Oh,
super
good
fun.
shit, Chris.
What up,
On
what
that
up?
secret rare 440 today.
Damn.
On the Disney villains, I hit a secret rare. I mean, an ultra rare. Now I'm lying. A secret rare. Damn, you're a step above me. Ultra rare 262. It's probably my lowest mint I've ever hit on a drop.
Damn.
That's pretty dope.
But give the man
good
his
luck, man.
flowers right now, Chris,
Hell
with
yeah.
the secret rare 440.
Sub
I don't know
500.
if I even seen
Sub
a
450.
3-digit
Let's just
secret
go
rares, dude. That's pretty. Wait, but it was the one today with the nannies hugging. Did you get the nanny one? Was it the nanny?
Yeah, that's the cover.
Oh man,
Still a secret rare MCP
Hey.
coming. It's a
Hey,
secret
sub
It's the
rare.
500.
nanny, bro. It's
Sub
it's
500.
a secret rare. It's love.
That's sick as fuck.
That's awesome though.
You just
That is
doubled
awesome.
my secret rare count because I'm at
Yeah,
zero.
we had to hit a secret rare too.
I've hit one comic secret rare and one Electra secret rare. The one I told them supposedly not to go for. Bullshit.
He's like, ready, guys, hold hands. None of us
One
go
that
for it,
looked
okay?
like your
Don't press it.
typical ghetto
And we
East
get
LA
the
girl.
Screenshot.
the one everybody hates, and I think she's like 10 or 12 bucks right now. But hey,
She's
how
not
about
even
that
a
gem
10.
squeeze? So let's get into this. May the 4th. I want to
with
hear it
you.
right now.
And also with you.
Are we getting Star Wars?
I
Yes or
called
no?
it last
I
week.
think
I
it's
said
for
Darth
sure. It's
Vader
like
last
almost for
week.
sure.
What do you guys think? Are we getting Star Wars? Like, is it a
99.999%.
foregone conclusion? It is just Star Wars time because I believe so. And
Yep.
regardless, we're getting a gem squeeze because two things are going to happen. They're going to make the announcement that Star Wars, this is A, this is like option A, right? Make the announcement Star Wars. Everyone goes batshit crazy, like, just start selling everything. Sell everything. Everyone just running around like in circles. Or they don't and they like drop something else, right? And they're like, oh, we're not going to do Star Wars.
Nah, that'll
There's a
piss
third,
people
there's a
off.
third.
And
There's a third,
everyone,
there's a third.
and then everyone just goes, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No, there's a
fuck
third.
TV. And they fucking
No, no.
sell out.
Or they announce Star Wars and everyone's like, I'm not going for it. It's going to be below list price
Retail,
anyways.
I know.
Whack. Why'd they pick those? Why would they
No
pick
one
that
would
one?
utter
Dude,
such words,
oh man,
bro.
yes
The
they
below
would.
retail
Because look at Disney Golden Moments, even the Lumieres and all that, they're still above retail. Those were $60 and they're at $100. They sit at that 100. They still
But wait. Let me speak on this too. I don't get why you people like. All right, so there's certain people when it's a 1-of-1, I don't understand why people go under list price.
Sean,
1-of-1,
shout out.
don't get it. But when it's multiple, when it's a blind box or anything like that, and I get it, people go for it to try to get the secret rare, try to get the ultra rare. So you're just playing the risk, and then afterwards, when you get the common, they're disappointed, so they go under list price. But for the people who cry about that, why do you care about their money? If they want to go under list price, like it pisses you off that you went for the drop, and then the one that you got, which is probably a common, so you're right there crying. But if you had got that ultra rare, you'd probably be happy that you got the ultra rare, and you wouldn't care about the common. So it just it's stupid to me why you care about other people's money. Don't worry about it. You were down to fucking spend it. Just stick with it. You're basically
people love to
complaining about the
complain.
aftermarket.
That's just how
dude.
it is. People love to complain. It's
man,
just BB is an
And
that's
knowing,
the
but
social
wait,
aspect of
and
BB.
knowing the pattern now, you could just wait. Don't get it on the drop. Stop complaining about it and buy it under list price. You just came up. Ha ha to Veve, ha ha to IP owners, whichever drop it is. And you get to say, hi, I got your shit under list price. I didn't go for the drop. Screw you. And I got it after.
Yeah, but it's
right?
the thrill
No,
of the drop.
then,
like
but
it
yeah,
is.
but don't complain about it if
I'm
you're
not
going for it.
complaining.
I'm not saying
I
you.
sold some for $4
I'm
bucks
saying
just
those
to be
people
a,
that
just
trip
to
me
be
out.
a
Like
dude,
I just
a douche.
just wanted to
You know,
let that
like,
out
Star
my
Wars
chest,
is
ran
coming.
over. It's
bucks.
just like, dude.
Star
now
Wars
things are going
come
for
on.
$2.90
Come on.
the
is
comics.
coming.
Today I was like, I put $30 into the app like a baller. I went and bought me 10
Like a
comments for
baller.
$3 each. And I'm like, look, y'all, I'm a whale. I can make a sell wall to the newbies who come in 6 months from now.
$2.99.
1
What are you
year
gonna
from
do?
now.
You want it or not?
No, hell no. I'm gonna be like,
$2.99.
when all the shit's pumping, you know, like when we came on the app and we didn't have no idea where prices should be.
It
We're
was
just like,
pumping.
we're like, oh, you know, this comic because of this. This is this is a
$50
$17
for
comic.
a
This is a
sub 5%?
$50 comic.
Yeah,
This
Craven
is a
series
$7.
should go for
Steal.
30 right after the
Craven
drop.
series drop, Spider-Man. These dudes are buying the comments and then the comments for 26 bucks,
fuck.
27 bucks. I'm like, what? Like these, I don't know. While
It
other
was a
comics are
learning
right
ex-
there,
it was
you
a
know.
learning
you got-
experience.
And now we know better.
Anyway, it's comics have been fun. It's cool to see people hitting secret rares. Shouts out to Sean who hit his first secret rare with that Spider-Man Puma.
Oh, that's dope.
That's
That's
awesome.
dope.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah,
dope.
not exactly, not bad for $7. Worth the risk. Worth going for it.
So we're all in agreement. We're getting Star Wars in 1 week. When that
Probably
announcement
set in
drops,
stone.
you can see. You're just gonna see the market just whoop. People are gonna lose their shit. That's gonna be pretty awesome to see.
And it's not gonna be golden moments.
just-
Ben thinks it's gonna be golden moments.
think
I
it
don't think
might
so.
be.
I
golden
hope it's not
moment.
golden moments.
I don't think so.
You guys want golden moments? A golden
Could
moment,
be.
Darth Vader, like that. Of course, that's
Mm-mm.
awesome. Like that's cool, but it's like, come on,
It's
bro.
iconic.
How
He's
they-
all
how
black.
they-
It's
how
like
they
that's the
downplay
iconic
Don't
part
gold
of it.
him up.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like
don't look
no.
like gold
I think we're
dust.
gonna get a golden moment. So
Where are beer guys? Beer guys. I mean,
but
refreshment,
being real though,
man.
being real, just me saying that I want a golden moment is because right now that the bots are down or how it's going, you're able to hit on multiple drops. Can we just get at least one golden moment with the shit this way? Can we have a drop that way?
But look,
Or you're
nah,
able
not
to
this-
get those
not
multiples?
right
You
now.
think they're gonna get
Stacks?
multiples? It's not
Nah, but
happening.
let's see.
It's gonna snap.
We
And I've
shall
been
see.
saying the bots are out there, dude. They're
So
just
would
lurking.
you call this
They're
a
not
test?
going
So
for
would you
these-
call this a test?
Skynet
So this
is
one's a
still
test.
active.
So if you're able to hit multiples, what will you say? So this is a test.
If there's a
You're
Star
able,
Wars
yes,
one,
and you're able to hit multiples.
Hit
Let's
multiples.
say
Go for it.
Darth Vader.
I'll buy as many
call
as I
it
can.
Darth Vader, yeah,
I'll
but
buy as many as I
but
can.
I'm saying that you should be
I'm
able
sure
to
most people will.
because it should stay the same.
Mm,
It should
I don't
stay the
know.
same right now.
That's
think
at
that's
least
one
two.
of those. That's
Wait,
a
wait,
heavy
hold on.
hit.
I don't
Let me
know.
respond to this.
Let's
though.
see.
Let me respond to you like this. The casual VV user, they're not tuning in to get a comic. Your homie that you work with, that you made them download the app. Hold on, let me finish my point. Isn't going for these comics. He isn't going. If he doesn't have time, he's not waking up for it. It's not a priority to him. He's not a crazy nut like us. He doesn't have a YouTube. Anyway, the minute they say Star Wars, you're just gonna have the average casual check it every month going for that drop. You're
Will
gonna
we,
have
though?
the friend of the friend going for the
Will
drop.
we, though?
No, I guarantee it.
Will we though? I
they
don't know.
have that
But
type
I
of
think it
draw.
remains to be
They
seen.
have
And
that
I'm not
type
saying
of
that they
pull.
don't have that type of power, but if the word doesn't get out, it doesn't get out. And you don't
From
have
the
that big
dude
of a
who
type.
just bought the Batman cow. You just bought a Batman right now for $300. You think that some fool who's listening, why? Because you're a Batman fan, because you want the utility. Someone listening who's just a casual Star Wars fan might jump into VV and be like, yo, I'm down to go for a Darth Vader, a Luke Skywalker, a lightsaber, the first lightsaber on the blockchain, bro. Like that's if
it's a lightsaber. You're banking on one thing.
no,
I don't
you
know.
know, I'm
All I'm
just
saying is
saying,
this is
even
a test.
any of
Look,
the
look.
above,
We'll
and
go
people
over.
would
We'll go
lose their
back
shit.
to
Let me
this.
say this.
We'll
too.
go back to this
I'd lose it.
because
Before we move on,
look.
let me
Wait,
say,
wait,
look,
wait. We'll
even-
go back to
even-
this.
yeah.
All right, go
Even
ahead.
the people,
last week we only had one mic and bang.
Let's go.
even the people who are like, TV's dead, it's over. They're gonna buy it and then be like, oh, I bought this, but it ain't worth shit. Yeah, I got it, but whatever. They're gonna still get it though.
Look,
They're gonna
look
go
at Winnie
for
the
it.
Pooh. Look at Woody. People know the difference between just a regular drop and a significant piece with history. And people who slept on it kicked themselves after, then bought it at 500 and were like, Winnie the Pooh to 1,000. Winnie the Pooh, oh, he's going to be bigger than all the other golden moments because he's the third biggest IP in the world. We talked about it. And guess what? It's still, it's actually held though. Think about it. It was worth $60 and it's still holding, 250, 300 strong.
It's still
People
above what
bought
I
it
paid
at
for it.
500
Yeah.
who are not going to sell it under where it's at now. And those high sales, they secure it a bit because the people who bought it at these higher prices, they're not going to be willing to take that loss. The people who are selling now, especially after the announcement.
Or will they?
And I was telling Ben about this because I noticed this. every time there's a big announcement, certain whales, certain people with big money, they know what they're doing. They're the ones, Sally, moving the floor. They want people to list even cheaper than them. And if they have to let a few go that people are opportunists that buy, then cool. But to think that like a certain number sits, since no one bought it, someone undercuts it. And you see it get lower and lower. That whole floor, below it that just raises, those are all people who are trying to undercut each other. So that's the trippy part about it. Like, what is the true price of something? And these bigger accounts, they notice it, and I think they fueled the fire by being like, okay, big announcement, big dip. Here, let me list a bunch of important items to you guys, to you normal people, but to me who got a big bankroll, this is just another item to me, a Todd or something, and I'm going to list it below to set the hysteria off a little more, and the sell-off continues, and they're coming, boop, 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 just picking up more stuff. I mean, I just noticed it because when we get the huge announcements, certain accounts they start flooring stuff. It's like, man, why at that time? Why now? Like, it doesn't even make sense unless you have a bigger strategy in mind. It's just another level. Swim with the whales, like I said.
But yeah, back to what I was trying to say. We try to get away from it. No, fuck that. Look, next week we're gonna revisit this, and it should be after the drop because it'll be in the night. It'll be our May the 4th be with you episode. It's gonna be a big episode right here too.
Yeah, May the 4th will be Wednesday.
We will revisit this because just last week he said the same shit about a Disney drop, and we went through a Disney drop, and I was still able to hit 5 times on that drop. Now, maybe if you're saying, well, it's Disney or whatever, but 5 times, I shouldn't have been able to hit 5 times. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Even on some comics, I don't hit 2 or 3.
But right now,
what I'm saying as a catalyst, unless someone promotes it to the Star Wars fans that he's talking about, which he's expecting the word of mouth to go big. Yeah, maybe if they gave him a week, maybe they gave him 2 weeks, maybe they rolled it out over time, but no, they give you about 48 hours. And that's my point. If it happens, it happens. But I'm just saying, I don't think it will. And I think right now that the bots are down as many drops as we can get, big drops. Like if we wanted to go tomorrow for that Doctor Strange and keep going for it, we probably could go 5 times. But we'd have to spend $350 on that. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we'd be able to do it about 5 times. And that's my point. And that's just badass. That's an Infinity Stone. Like that shit looks. I mean, I'm like, damn.
I know.
I'm not sure if I'm going for it though. 70
gems.
That drop,
and
I know
I think that's gonna be one of the major, like the early ones that's gonna get utility that might be able to like move some of these mighty marvels or even your, I don't know.
Just set it off. What if you could get the Infinity Gauntlet and you could fucking get all the stones and put them on or something? Like, dude.
But right away, the sentiment that I saw was like 70 gems. I ain't going for it. Even me, I was like, I don't know. Yeah. But for me, it's more about the Patrick Hughes drop because it's going to be ultra rare, secret rare. He already said during the AMA, he said it's going to be limited release. And as far as that artist goes, he is like a top artist that his art is very expensive, really, really dope, like amazing art.
Sick as well.
So for it to be an NFT form, and he's old, dude, like he's up there. Like, hopefully all things well with him, and he keeps kicking, keeps making his art and everything, but he's up there and he's one of the guys who's like really respected, has the following, and it's still like an exclusive art. Like, not to knock Gondik or anyone else who's on it, but like I've seen them on other pages, like
the examples
yeah, exactly.
Those shits were sick.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
they're amazing. But I don't know what the price point is either. So it's like, do I really want to pass up the Doctor Strange when I'm not gonna be able to afford?
No, but we know the bottom
Patrick
2 variants. The bottom 2 variants of the Doctor Strange will go below retail more than likely. That's been the pattern.
I think
you can count on that more than them to go above.
The common retail. For sure with the eye closed.
Like,
I think
you
with the
eye
closed,
can almost bank on that. But I'm saying we'll see. And next week after the drop, we will find out, because I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't believe the word of mouth travels that fast when they give it to you. It's only 48 hours. There's only so many people that can actually get on. And question out there, how many people had trouble at first struggling setting up the app? Because I think that was a common thing. I don't know if they fixed that.
Veve has one of the easiest onboarding
people
processes.
Would have a lot, and with the getting the email. I remember I wouldn't get the email.
Dude, I've done it with
when Celeste, I would do send
when
it.
I signed up.
Before it wouldn't, but we'll see. We'll see. Look, we don't have to keep going on about it. Let's move on.
It was easy.
Next week, well, the proof will be in the pudding. Like I said, it's not like I'm saying
anyway,
you can't have him, but
let's get this week in review of Veve. We had some cool drops. cool comic drops. We had the Disney villains. People were excited, but then they saw the artwork, kind of turned off by the emoji type art. And then we had Amazing Spider-Man 256 with the Puma, Silver Surfer Black, which had some dope covers. But overall, you know, that comic isn't necessarily a huge comic. It's a modern day comic. And then we had New Mutants, the one that dropped today, the annual #2 first appearance of Psylocke, which what was it? Veve Rank gave it a B tier rating, which is pretty good, a lot better than, you know, some of the other comics that dropped. And Comics and Crypto gave it a HODL. So, you know, when Comics and Crypto suggest, we all listen, and Ben will even say they, you know, sometimes they manipulate the market with their posts, but they keep it a buck. They
push their
and they had their reason. So we all went for a bunch of them. I hit a rare, a ultra rare, and 2 common. Then I went and bought 8 more common in the aftermarket just because I'm like, yo, $3, that's a steal. Like I said, like we're saying, we're gonna sell this to some other users when they come in, because these moments, see, when have we been a part of for ours? Like, we weren't a part of the first golden moments. We got the other ones, which are exciting, which are cool, but just didn't have that same sizzle. Full digital collectible of Star Wars, you know, as an NFT, as a digital collectible, whatever you want to call it. Anything animated, you know, 3D that you own on, you know, on your phone. It's just not out there, right? The IP is very sacred, right? And so we might be getting it. That's a huge deal. That type of moment in the app, you got to document it. We'll see. If you believe it's going to go into retail, that, or you don't think we're going to have a little spike of new users from this IP and
but I'm saying not enough drop, to not let you get multiple drops.
Okay. Ben says you'll be able to get multiple. Saying. If you agree with Ben, you know, let them know in the comment section. Drop, you know.
But one thing I will say about that too,
Star Wars, I think not. I think we might see bot. Actually,
it's not just you're saying like, oh, you have a short notice before you find out about the drop. You know, you're saying 48 hours or so, but
there's been speculation.
But either way, May the 4th is no. But my point is, May the 4th is still May the 4th. Like, the baseball teams do the giveaways based off of it. They have all kinds of stuff that's going on. So like those announcements, it does spread. It is. Yes, look, exactly. Like,
we shall see. We shall see. I'm banking on it that I'll be able to get multiples, at least 4. At least 4.
All right. I mean,
even if I don't hit rebounds, which has been also very
because
easy lately.
It did surprise me that Batman was available to black and white because of their history. But then you have to think the Batman drop too with the bot problem fixed. That wasn't no first appearance, or wasn't a. We might get a Han Solo first appearance. You could get a Darth Vader first appearance. That matters. That's why Woody performed so well. That's why Pooh and Piglet performed so well. Even Daisy and Donald Duck, you know, the Valentine's one, like that thing's still in a down market.
Still with
went
bots.
Over to 2K. You know
bots
what I mean?
Still ran it back then. So
right.
I got one.
But Cisco did get one. But yeah, it was like, you know, bots were getting half to 70%. That's what the numbers were. But maybe there's just that time where they were running rampant. You know, that's a whole bot chronicles. But anyway, I'm just saying those type of significant pieces will draw in people, and people will hold them, and you will see higher floors if we get some significant. The first Yoda on the blockchain. How this goes. Like,
and I hope
first
for the opposite of what this dude's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I can get multiples, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bank on that. I will have some gems ready and uploaded, hopefully get a rebound, but I do believe some people will not get it, and we will overwhelm the system. It will be people on the app, a higher activity.
Basically, I'll put it this way:
it moves the market.
I don't get one
this
that
is Star Wars.
It'll be the most disappointed I've ever been on a drop, because I'll be expecting multiples. That's how easy it's been. That's how great it's been.
I've been nervous every drop still, just the same
dope.
feeling, and then I hit. I'm like, all right, cool. Even if it's comic, the way it's been.
But why would you buy multiples on certain ones if they for sure are going to go under retail?
Star Wars? Why wouldn't I get multiples?
Of course, Star Wars, but I'm just saying other ones. You know, like
it's like, all right, on the Disney villains, I hit two ultra rares. I hit 2 ultra rares.
It's gambling.
That was good.
So that answer to your question.
No.
I'm telling you, why would you get multiples on other ones? It's not. I didn't buy 5 Tobies.
The Disney.
I didn't buy 5 Tobies
and a Star Wars full digital collectible, like they do a full size one. If they do Star Wars Mighty Marvel style,
if they do it, I'm going for multiples. I'll have the money ready.
Corey does Revenge of the Fifth mean anything? And yeah, it's just like the next day. It's another.
They could do another drop that day. They might do a villain that day. Maybe
they'll do. Keeping the holiday.
Maybe they'll do a good guy on May the 4th.
Yeah, Revenge of the, that's what I was saying. And then
they might do a villain.
And then what else? The Obi-Wan, the series on Disney Plus drops May 27th. So they might do another Star Wars drop in May 27th. We might get multiple Star Wars
the
drops,
week before,
which would be insane, And David, you had talked about, all right, maybe it was Alfred Khan, who had said like every accessible, everything that's ever been used, Harry Potter's wand and this item from movies will be available. And he said this years ago. So I hope we're moving towards that. That would be awesome. Like I was telling Ben earlier, like if they just did one drop, like if it was Darth Vader, but like say the common was just Vader, and then the uncommon and other pieces were his accessories, his lightsaber was say the ultra rare or secret rare, and then to complete the set is to assemble them, and then once he's assembled, he transforms or gains another, like maybe can create another NFT or create another utility or animation, right? Because we're talking about gamification with the app, and everyone thinks a game, like you're gonna play a game, and I don't doubt that like Veve and Cometh will be doing that in some way, but to think like this massive marketplace and this huge thing is gonna be like people are gonna be right there pressing buttons, like I don't see that. I think gamification is somehow translating you unlocking and putting together certain collections and accessories that then create something else that happens, and how they communicate that on the blockchain. How do you get paid for that? How do you gain points from that? Or how do you gain, something from that? And I think that's what they might be leaning towards trying to develop, because that just makes more sense to me naturally as I'm on the app. Like that's where it feels like it's moving, while everyone's thinking, oh, Marvel Mighties, you're going to have like a little monitos are going to move and you're going to fight. And it's like, you could in the metaverse, you could in something else, but I don't know if that's going to happen within the Veve app. Like, I don't think so. Like, I just don't, it doesn't feel that way. Like if that's what people are waiting for. But who knows? That's just,
I think we create
my high
compatible with it.
So
when you're able to transfer,
ultimately we'll see, but yeah, man, like in Ready Player One, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like, and the accessories you collect and the things you do, then you can go and take them to other games and other places. Obviously, the Veve metaverse, the Veveverse, where they'll maybe have hubs and places where you can go and do that, which would be, which would be amazing. And ultimately, that's what we're collecting for, to have that future utility in this space, to have that DeLorean, to have that, collectible and that thing sitting in your showroom. Like that's what we're collecting for. It's hard for people to see that right now, and that's what comes with like balancing the collector and the investor, because there's certain stuff you want to buy, be able to sell with no, emotional connections, but it's like, damn, we have this connection to these because it's more than just a crypto or just a number. Like damn, that's Spider-Man. I want to Spider-Man go. Yeah. Like and connection it has with people, like that can't be understated. Like we're just tickling the top of that shit.
And just like how they were talking about in the AMA, how you're going to be able to search by the mint number as well when you do the collectible or the comic. And so people who want those specific ones, they'll be able to see who owns it, throw a bid at them if they want, like, hey, are you interested in selling this one? Maybe they have one themselves and want to trade. Like, I'll pay you and give you one. You give me the mint number that I want.
And on the collector side, what people need to really like keep in mind and don't forget this shit is that nobody knew collectibles were going to be collectibles. Certain people took care of them or had them, or then they found it was like a need for or want for them later on. Like that's why these old they're 1.3s selling for so high, because no one took care of them, that was going to be a thing. Now it's already established this is a thing, right? So season 1, the first one on the blockchain, like all those things matter at a high degree, and we're still early because it's not going to matter until it's 80 editions, like the 80th Spider-Man is out now, and it's like, yeah, you have the first, and people are already looking at that today. Like they're looking at it that way already. That's huge. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So as far as the collector side goes, it's like, yeah, the strategy's already laid out. You already see what it could be, like how Mickey says about the real world sales and the real world want for these items and stuff. So like, yeah, man, it's gonna go far. He's the FA, if it's Darth Vader, or the FA of Obi-Wan, like
anyone from Star Wars.
There'll come a point where The IP is out everywhere. Plus, there'll be a lot of variations of it. You know, like we're thinking 10, 20 years from now. And like he's saying, no one thought of that back then. And there's still like this certain connection to digital things through video games and just how we grew up, that it's just like you do it, you use it, and it doesn't have value necessarily after that. And you know, the things changing, the times are changing, and the understanding of it is where people want that utility. They want the proof in it. Hey, I'm holding this. I want this. And, you know, maybe they want it too soon, but it will pay off in the long haul because there's only once. There's only these.
Do you see this?
Time is what.
Do you see mass drops for certain items later on in the future where like certain collectibles, it will stay limited, but then there will be drops that aren't going to be as big. They'll be very common. So it won't be a common ultra rare, but it's just like let's say buying toys, buying wrestling figurines. There's levels to it. You know, you can buy one that's like, you know, it's better. You can't play with it. It's kind of stationary. You know, you're just gonna keep any type of thing. But then there's ones like that you sell, that its capabilities, you're supposed to play with it. Right. You could save it and collect it. But obviously that one they mass produced. They mass produced that to try to put as many out as they can of that little one, where these ones were limited. Do you see that happening on Veve, where it comes to these, like where at a certain point, not right now, always
focus
on
those words: premium digital collectibles. You know, and that first word is premium.
We don't lower the quality. It's just
I know, but it's just quantity. Like I just think of that. Like, yeah, if they could pull it off for a high mass amount, but there's a reason that they're doing the 30,000. You know, David, you said it recently too, in the interview with Comics and Crypto and the other. They did like a 4-panel thing, and he said we have 30,000 comics to release. Marvel has given us about 30,000 comics, and it got my brain ticking because I didn't know how many comic books Marvel has ever made, you know. And then you have to think maybe there's ones they've made that they're not giving them, or maybe there's ones that they made that they themselves don't have or own or lost or whatever. There could be a million stories. I don't have those answers, but it's just funny. I was like, all right, 30,000, and then the average release of something is 30,000 comics, right? And then right now we're early and we're getting a lot of first appearances, and some of them aren't as significant as others. But you know, I told myself today, and I told Ben, like, there's certain first appearances I'm like, I don't care, and I just sell it, you know. And I'm thinking, you know, there'll become a point where they're out of first appearances. There could only be so many first appearances in that 30,000, and it makes those ones that are that much more valuable, even if it's so and so, because this thing is moving forward, not backwards. You know what I mean? But so I try to look up. I did a Wikipedia search of how many first appearance comics there are in the last, you know, 60, 70, 80 years or whatever, like Marvel has been releasing comics. And it's a long freaking list, but it's no 30,000, but it's a pretty long list. I try to go through, they don't have it numbered. So I was like, damn, this is going to take some time. I have to count all of these individuals. Then they have multiple first appearances in certain comics, so you don't want to count them twice. But for a guesstimation, let's just say there's 5,000 Marvel characters that have been introduced.
But a lot of those characters don't have their own comic as well. So there's not like a number one of them.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah. But wait, stays on topic with what you're talking about. Now look, on the Captain America #1, you know, his first appearance. We don't have that yet. Do you think like the other ones, like the other grails, the real fucking holy grails of the comics, those aren't 30,000. Those are 70 and 60, 65,000. They're all around that range. Do you think those ones still drop in that range? Captain America #1, Amazing Fantasy #15. Like, do you think that happens?
Probably
they stick to that, so because it's those comics,
because it's so sought out.
Yeah,
and they want to give people more of a chance to get them. And I mean, that'd be great. I mean, Marvel Comics 1, people still hit multiple. It didn't sell out. People said that people listed it for $1 or $2. They remember back, the OGs remember. And now look at that comic. You know, it fights right above. You know, right around where it's been, like 200 still.
Stays around 225.
Today was at 212 when I checked it out.
Yeah, so you know, it's crazy. You could have picked that one up, like the thing I did today with
and stack. But that would have been a
New
super
Mutants.
stack.
But 10 of them. Even then who are the people selling now? They're not spending their own gems. And you know, there's the diluted gems. That's a real thing, right? the supply in VV is diluted. Why? Because people aren't or can't put in more money. Now, there's certain people who have enough money that they could just keep pumping in, but the average user, let's just say 50% of the entire app, they can't just keep pumping in money. An average person just doesn't see that value. $7 every 2 days, 3 days. Like if you go for 5 comics, every drop at $7, that's $35. There's usually 3 comic drops a week. So you're spending about $100 a week. You go and you have 4 weeks in the month, you're spending $400 just on the comic drops alone. Now, some people in different situations, $400 on, digital comics is a lot of money. Some people that might be their rent, their half their rent. Like it might, like that's like, oh shit. So it can add up quick. You have to keep that in mind. And the people who are able right now, who it doesn't really affect as much, are the people who bought in early and got those Marvel comics, stack 10 of them, stack 12 of them. And every time there's a big significant drop, they go ahead and sell 1 or 2 because it's worth getting. Say if they got Steamboat Willie with that money, say if they got, the drops recently and got ultra rares, got secret rares with that money. Like, and one day, if we just bunker down, not financial advice, but if we just bunker down, keep collecting, the numbers and the influx of users will rise, and they'll want to buy stuff, and the only people who got it are us, and then we get to come up in that, and the cycle will kind of repeat itself, So we got to ride this wave. This is when it's like the best time, really, when you think about it. This is the time we're gonna wish that we could have gotten, or certain people are gonna wish for. They're gonna wish when they get into the app when it's super hot, right? When we do get Pokemon, I'm telling you, even with Star Wars, we will get a new influx of users. And when they do, and they go to the marketplace or they see the profiles, they see others, they'll be like, man, these guys got crazy collections, the same way we were. First time I came on the app, I was just kind of just tripped out on how much people had, how much stuff was going for. Like, you right away go to the big items. Like, what's the most expensive item? What's this? Spider-Man Secret Rare. God damn. Walt.
I'll never get there.
I'll never get that. Yoda by far is the greatest Jedi in my opinion.
And I agree with that too. Yoda gets hated on. That was dope.
Well, it's because,
he always whooping that.
He's a humble master.
Not when it comes to the get down.
He was CGI and
gets down with the get down.
Not CGI, but like when they did the little puppet of him back in the day, I feel like he was more comedic than like this powerful master, He was like, and then they made that video.
But he trained Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, that video is hilarious, dude. Have you seen that one, the Yoda one? Oh man, it's even in like the Star Wars DVD. So I think Yoda was a little comic relief for them a bit. Anyway, Yoda is dope though, and the first Yoda NFT would do numbers, son. Let's just tell the truth. Like if it dropped at 60, it's gonna be right there, Woody level, above Woody level, like 300, 400 off bat. Like, no one's gonna let go there. It doesn't. Yeah. Like, and the same thing with like this Eye of Agamotto, like with Doctor Strange drop. Like, yeah, I think the secret rare is gonna probably do some numbers, dude. Like, be healthy up there where 250, 300 range, like just kind of like the ultra rare, the Batman,
it's sitting. It got hit though by the gem squeeze,
course,
like,
of course.
But it's still double. Safe. It's still a 2x. So
no collectible was safe. You will pay.
Damn.
Walt's dropping, all these other ones
just by like what it is
Oh.
too though, like the ultra rare of the Doctor Strange, like when it does open up, that means that he's using it, and he's using the gem or the stone. So what type of utility can they bring to that item? And what's going to come next?
Past. You could
it's like
if you buy something and you didn't get the drop, you could use the Eye of Agamotto to get your gems back into dollars.
This who tells me not to go for a drop, I can be like, wait, but he lied.
Like I don't like that. The uncommon is 12,000 for the Doctor Strange one, and then the rare, it has 6,500. Now those are inflated numbers. Should just done
because it's still a popular drop. It's still a Marvel drop.
Damn, that's why that's what discourages me though from going for it. Is because there's only 2,100 secret rares.
We probably will get the Doctor Strange comic book though, because if you look at
get lucky.
If you look at what they did with Moon Knight, they had the 2 drops.
I kind of want to test my luck.
The comic book before it,
Okay, so who in the chat is going for the drop tomorrow? Who's dropping that $70? Because like I think that you guys are talking about it. It's probably Uncommon's gonna go into retail. The rare will probably sit around retail. It's kind of been the trend, right? So the rare one sits around retail, and then you'll have the secret rare.
I gotta see how much
will probably be in that.
I gotta see how much Patrick Hughes.
The Batman Ultra Rare. I have to think like is a good one to kind of line it up.
If they let us know this one, if they let us know before the drop tomorrow how much the Patrick Hughes is gonna be, that'll dictate whether I go for it or not too. Because
you want to go for the
Patrick Hughes. I don't know. I just feel like that one's just
that
one's gonna be amazing, man. Like anyone who's sleeping on that one, like as far as like just to see if you get it, with like how you're saying, if you can get multiple of all this other shit, it's like all right, maybe no one. And Patrick Hughes, 81 years old, whatever.
Sure,
he's on. You know, like he probably has someone who does it for him. But if Dondek was like telling people, "Oh, I'm gonna be on Veve this." You know, I don't know if Ron English did that, but
people tweeted.
Shout out Matt Gondek again. Even on the AMA, they shouted him out. Same shit that we basically said.
Say?
Marvel tweeted like, "Oh, the Eye of Agamotto did the."
I want to see that. Yeah.
Said,
I'm gonna go check that.
On Veve, dropping on Veve and everything.
Let's fact check this because I did not see that.
Fact check, man. Because actually, I saw it on the post. I didn't see
Who said that
on Twitter.
Anyone could have made that up. I'll send this dude some shit. Hey, they're dropping this. Where'd you get that? Is that fan?
I haven't doubted. Now he's been good. You've been on point. I thought you bought the Bat Cow, but
hey, Cisco, my coworker wants to know where to buy that golden moment you sent earlier.
Marvel Entertainment
with Mickey.
Oh yeah, don't send that.
Don't put that over and get canceled.
I have Agamotto as well. See,
Marvel Entertainment. Let me see.
Nice.
Retweeted it. It's right here, man. 11 hours ago.
Oh shit.
So you might have someone who's just watching. Marvel
Disney
got a big following.
Could promote whatever they're going to drop.
What if they do drop the Doctor Strange?
They only got 14 million followers on Twitter. So let's just say a little piece of that 14 million.
No, but what if they do?
If they jump in and they go on to
on Sunday, they're going to announce that on Sunday they're dropping Doctor Strange, and if you combine them, then now it's going to be utility based. You know, like
that'd be a cool. Like I'm saying, that was like exactly what we're talking about. Like dropping other pieces and then they connect, and then that's how you gamify. You get master collector points for that.
I'll wait 1 minute after the drop to test how the market is smart to see if I get one or not for the Strange drop. I'm waiting for Patrick Hughes in Star Wars. Yeah, Patrick Hughes that's a big one, man.
Same.
I'm telling you, that one's gonna be.
So you think the Eye of Agamotto don't sell out, or does it sell out?
I think
it sells out. I think you could probably get multiple if you want, but I think
does it sell out immediately?
Nah, you get multiple.
No, the sentiment is that people would rather wait because if you don't get and the amount of
they're gonna fall victim. The Eye of Agamotto will fall victim.
If I had
no, but understand
to the Star Wars squeeze
and understand
Revenge of the Squeeze.
It's a secret rare. It's not an ultra rare. It's a secret rare, right?
I believe.
Yeah, it's uncommon. Oh, is it ultra rare or secret rare?
What?
The eye.
It's a secret rare.
Right, so I'm saying. So it's a secret rare.
It has animation.
So it's even more than the ultra rares have animation.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like some of them do. But, dude, I don't know. You're only one of the 2,100 people.
Well, they obviously announced the Patrick Hughes earlier. I didn't see the actual post.
Yeah,
no, and it looks.
I just said they were doing it because
2,100 people will get that Doctor Strange secret rare. I know. Well, actually less than that because whatever.
Hey Corey, did you know who Patrick Hughes was before they announced it, or did you look it up after on the AMA? You saw how dope it was, his art. I didn't know. I just saw on the AMA how dope his art was, and it's like a no-brainer to me as far as that goes because that shit's just amazing. Like.
And then Corey, meanwhile, while you're gonna answer, I just want to talk about that AMA real fast and bring something up.
We're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it. Yeah,
I was waiting for it.
Did you guys
actually all watched it
this morning? I didn't watch it yesterday. I was watching like little bits, but
I actually watched it before this.
Caught it this morning, and I caught and seen, and I made sure I wasn't tripping. And I there was a Pokemon card right there in the bottom right corner of David Hughes' background. Could be speculation, but I felt like it was subtly placed because it's right next to that big. Catches everyone's attention, and then right in the corner you just see it right there. It looked like a Pikachu to me.
It did,
but
light flex.
I don't know.
Light flex.
I'm predicting Pokemon drops in May. Fuck us over. That they're just like blah blah blah. Deck us back to back to back.
All right, hold on.
And beat us black and blue with these drops.
Because I think
that might break the app. That's something that will do it. if they bring Pokemon in, then it's gonna be huge.
There you go.
All right, well, you said
No matter
about
who it is.
you said about the AMA. Like one thing that I saw and that I took away from
now
that
we
too
could
is
kinda
when
pull
they
off
were
that,
talking
but
about
I was
like
excited about that. Shit.
the
There's
queue.
no way we're getting Pokemon.
No, but how
and
they
Star
were
Wars
how they were
same
talking
He
about the
doesn't
queue,
know.
right?
He
And
just
people have been
he has
asking
no
like,
clue.
when you can get the waiting room, when you can get the
I'm all
queue
about positive
for the
vibes.
drops, right? And what did they say? Well, lately the community's been getting drops, and people seem very happy they're getting
Yeah,
drops. So
I
it's
love
not a
that part.
priority
Yep.
to make the queue happen.
That
So
shit
once
was
again,
dope.
they stamp it again, saying that for the collectors, for the people who are using the app actively, we're the most important ones. So it's like, I don't care what everyone's yelling about. You don't have this. You know, it's like, look, we got priorities. All
Which
this is on the
tells you
list,
what?
and that's fine.
That they listen to their customers too. That they're paying attention to the feed when they're seeing all the dubs. People are happy now. In the feed, they're happy. Unless you're like a recur person, you're right there trying to spread the FUD in the feed, and you're
Corey
talking
says
shit. And you're
art is
mad.
valuable in real world and will be valuable in NFT world. He's talking about Patrick Hughes, and I agree.
Oh,
You
100%.
got to go for the Patrick Hughes one. I think.
Oh,
I mean,
and yeah, Chris, about the gotta catch them all. That was also said. So
Well, the
and
well,
added fuel to the
they've
fire.
said that before,
Fuel to the
but
fire.
I think
It's
they're
okay.
just
It's okay. Has there ever been a
they're
Pokemon card in the
filling
background?
themselves because they know they're about to deliver Star Wars. They know they're gonna flex because at the end of the day, they've been quiet. They've been working. All these other NFT projects, we're gonna talk about it too, because Homeboy was trying to say the first Batmans weren't on Veve, and then
the
DC
metadata. They asked about metadata on
and
it.
DC had to tweet out and be like, "Yeah,
It's not.
it-
I have a real Batman NFT number one, the first
Batman
ever.
Bat Cow."
minted. Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I'm joking. I know what it is. I know
They've
what's
said they
up.
gotta catch them all before. I think they're just filling themselves. They're letting a little more go because they know they're gonna deliver Star Wars.
Meatballs.
And they're
Yeah,
gonna
it's way
flex.
better than Spicy Meatball Boy. Remember
I'm still
that?
waiting
Remember
for
when
Mario.
he got pumped
Mario
up
will
about that?
come.
I
Street
think that
Fighter will
I
be
think the
here.
Pokemon card gives more should give more speculation. Should add more fuel to the fire because
Yeah, David Yu is
that
Halliday.
shit looked dope.
Ready Player One,
Mhm.
Halliday. He literally is the real life Halliday, bro. He lives in another world.
Let's go.
Who's just has
You gotta
a
really
Snapchat
love this
collection.
shit to be the
Fucks
one
with
who's gonna win it.
Hey man, he got us hooked. We love this app, and this is why we do it. We're on it all the time. I can't wait for the web platform. I feel like that's going to be huge. I want to know though, a question that didn't get answered in the updates in AMA, no one really asked, was for the web platform. Will we be able to link up bank accounts, or will it be only debit cards and credit cards? Right? Because I feel like if you can do the bank link up, like say Robinhood,
Stops the bots.
they'll stop the bots, and also people will put more money in. Like definitely, like buying through Apple and buying all that shit sucks. The most you can buy off Apple is $600. So even the times like you have to hit the button, 600. Imagine if you had to do that to buy a wall.
350. 350 is the max you can put at
so
one
imagine
point.
if you wanted to
I've
buy a
never
wall
put
right
that much
now,
at one time.
and you won the lotto, and you won, 11,000. And Mr. Planet Profit actually posted a wall. Is he in the chat? He's not in here today.
He's not in
He
the
had
chat
on, you said he had on
Might
the auction.
He'll watch us later.
In the
We
auction,
know,
he
we
did an
know.
auction, or
We-
did
thought
he?
so. He was
I
posting
saw
it
a
up,
few in
no?
the market. No, I think he was on the floor of that. I don't know. I might be tripping, but he's a whale, so he's a real whale.
Ain't nothing wrong with a sell wall.
But
As long as
anyway,
you're not a bot.
Hey, well, real quick on the bots too. Before everyone was complaining because they said we're working on the bots, right? And then it was a dude's name, Dan, the other dude, not David. He said he's like, we feel good about where we're at with the bots and what we've done for it, and he addressed it directly, saying like, we know that we've cut them down big time. Like he made a definitive statement, not just saying we're working on it. We'll see. Yeah, it's obvious, but at the same time, like he says, like jaws in the water.
The bots
you think
are
you're,
out
you
there,
think
bro.
you're think you're good,
These
but
fools
you're
write
not.
new programs. They do new stuff, so they just figure out new
shall
shit and
see.
how to do.
They're gonna hit him with the Gandalf.
But it has been
You shall not pass.
It has been
I'm telling
better.
you, we got this.
better. And we haven't
Don't be afraid.
we haven't
Go
had
for
that moment
multiples.
where it's like just overwhelmed. You click it and you didn't even get
Do the exit gate.
it used to.
You'll get multiples. Trust me. Believe
Chris
me.
says there's
I
going to
want
be
to
a
push
wallet
that. I want to push that. I want
like
to push
Dapper and
happiness
NBA
and
Top
faith
Shot.
into the people watching right now.
But only in the
We'll
web
get
version.
multiple drops. We gotta get it.
Well, they already said too.
You
Even
can't
with the
end
web
this
version, there's going to be
fast.
certain things they can do on the web version that they won't be able to bring to the app. It'll be too difficult to. So it's going to like really push it. And when they asked about the filters, like that's not really a priority right now for that because there's other
Oh, that's
aspects
just
to
gonna
it
be
that we're
dope
going
when you
to.
can. That's what when he was talking about new users on the future, they'll be able
So
to
what
do
Chris
that
said,
and
like,
pay for that shit.
I'm not really
That's what I'm
familiar
saying.
with Top Shots, but I'm imagining he's saying there's a wallet on there from Dapper Labs that they give you.
Yeah, you upload into your wallet and then you could purchase on it. When it first dropped, I almost got into Top Shot, but the damn queue was so long and I was just busy at work that day that when it was my turn, I missed it. When it was like early, like the first packs that they were doing.
Shouts out to Corey
bubble.
again. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if Veve is working with Spielberg. Neither would I. They got the biggest flex.
Why not? Yeah.
Because they can be like, look, you don't work good with us, like to other brands. Be like, we'll tell our friends not to work with you. Like, we know everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I think they're going to be able to flex to make these NFTs, these Veve premium digital, right? Like that word will always just pop out to me. They're giving high quality products and they want the experience to be as if you're on a high quality.
And on that tip, let's
platform.
take a shot at Recur right now with that, because William Shatner promoted their fucking ship and that shit still didn't sell out. No back, fuck Recur. Let's go.
So see how this was like, it's versus. They could all live together.
I get it, Pepsi, Coke, you
But
like both.
Yes, Recur did do the Star Trek.
I'm just saying,
when
you know your Shatner
he
promoted it.
He Shatnered it up, and yeah, it didn't sell out. I mean, that's like, I didn't go for it. It didn't. I was looking at it, I was like, if it was like $50-$60, maybe I would have jumped on it. Like, it seems pretty cool. But no, like they do it where it's like you're minting it, sort of like your back cows. You have a certain window to mint it. It's a commitment. You're jumping in and you're going on this adventure, and they have
cow.
I mean,
not a cow, like a cow, like that you eat.
It's a cow moo.
Cow. It has a
Yeah, that's what it is. It's little
Batman.
Batman, and he's a cow.
It's like cat dog.
He has,
it's like cat dog. It's
he has
two
a different
in
suit.
one.
Yeah.
And then there's
Cow with
variation,
wings.
you know,
You can milk your cow.
or he has a little batarang and
Sick as fuck. Designed by Jimmy.
Hey Corey,
Lionel.
to that point with the whole Jaws thing, that's the one thing I'm worried about for May the 4th. It's like, what if they drop just like the movie posters? It's like that would still be dope, but it's like, man, it's tease. That's the big tease of like for May the 4th. They do the Star Wars movie posters instead of doing the.
that's why it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a golden moment. It could be a full collectible. Could be a poster. Could be some other thing.
Could be a BB.
So yeah, Chris putting us on game right now. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have a wallet like Dapper and NBA Top Shot, but it's only gonna be in the web version, and that's dope. I can't wait for the web version. My hands are freaking tired of holding the phone.
Yeah, I cramped them last night
looking at
I almost
stuff.
villains, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's gonna. I'm not gonna spend this 40 gems right now for the last two that
I'm gonna work more.
Like, I'm gonna wait. Like I swear, I just did it. I was like, no, it was last night, and I almost spent 16 gems on the uncommon and then 26 on the rare. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna wait for it. No way.
When the official word from Veve, Star Wars, boom. One more huge dip.
They're ready for the
like
Vader
within
drop.
that minute or like that couple hours.
NFTs, chips.
And then all the whale's gonna come out and just eat. Because they're already setting the floor right now. Those are like, look, we're already undercutting. We got 10 of them. We're not tripping in one or two.
And some of those whales are slacking. They're like, I'll
boom.
check every 5 hours. They're not checking as often as they used to when everything was pumping and everything was going crazy.
Because they
do have their hands in other shit.
You can
too.
tell what people are saying when they're all butthurt, even on Twitter, that were attacking David Yu and everyone after the AMA. You've said this before on Instagram, all the shit they talk on the Veve.
First time I heard it, never watched AMA.
They talk a lot of shit, right? But dude, I'm like, you sound like you have a bot. Like you have the bots. That's why you're butthurt. And there's even people, oh, well, they suspended my account. I did nothing wrong. Except like, you know what you did, bro. Shut up. You know what you did. Stop bullshitting and stop trying to spread the fudge just because you got kicked out.
Another thing
it lasted for a while. You didn't get a cash out.
For you, Mr. Sniper Gang, Ben's profile on Veve has the sniper, right? You have the Sniper Gang thing or whatever it is. They said on the AMA that when you're going in the marketplace, if you click buy now to get something, it'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
If you were the first one to click it, because otherwise it's like, yeah, someone else could just swoop it on you like buy. Oh, sorry, it's already sold already. It's like, nope. If you got
you
it,
have
it's
to
gonna
scroll
tell
down
you.
that little millisecond.
Yeah,
It
don't have to be as quick. If you just clicked on it first,
so, I mean,
that's a dope little.
That's cool. At first, it was acting a little glitchy, or like it was leaving the listings up there, and it should
I
probably
saw that,
remove
yeah.
it when someone runs for reserves. And then if they don't, or they decide to not buy it, or they don't have the gems, then it should immediately relist. You know. But I'm sure that little transition, because it was acting funny, and I think I saw a video on YouTube where the reservation just went on, and he held it forever. And there was a bunch of the floor, and all of them were unavailable. And you had to like buy like the 6th or 7th one down because fools are right there, and they just kept it on the page, and it wasn't kicking them out. So of course, there's all gonna be little glitches and stuff like that, but I'm excited for the web platform. KYC right after that. That's gonna be dope. I think more big money will come in because they'll feel more secure, and I think we'll probably see a few of the floors move, and it almost lines up perfectly because listings are down so much, and you have certain people too, like I said, who have tuned out, who they even own stuff and they know it's probably better because they don't want to obsess over this stuff. Like you do sometimes with your crypto wallet. You're like, look, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna trip. Oh, they're dropping this. They're always dropping
something. There's a dude who's like, I put 10K in the app, and I'm done with you guys. You guys are liars. Like, all right, you put your 10K, just fucking wait. You're gonna be able to cash it out. Just wait. You were down to put that money in. Like, what were you expecting when you knew you couldn't?
You can't go nowhere anyway. That's kind of the funny part.
Exactly. Just wait.
Just
wait. And on that day when you can't cash out, watch the market either skyrocket or maybe watch it dip. You piece of shit. But honestly, if it does dip, everyone's gonna buy it up. It'll get bought up no matter what. If shit dips, it'll get bought up.
We've said this before. Like it all coincides with crypto and all that. Okay. But when it comes to you investing in a new crypto or a new NFT of some kid who paid 10,000 mints of whatever the hell it is, zombie dog, and you fucking jumped in, that zombie dog could be bullshit because you don't know what it is. You never heard of it before. That kid sent you the freaking Discord or whatever it was. At this point, no, but I'm saying, listen, if you have something, and even if you put 10K into it, right? I put 10K in. I got me a Superman, Spider-Man, the Batman. The Todd. I got those 3 for 10K. Okay, cool. Those things succeeded without you, before you. They will succeed after you. Different variations of it. So now it just becomes, that's the OG. Give me like the IP. The IP is the bottom line when it comes to this app, though. No, but on Veve, it's like the IP is that like you can just hook your whole saddle to it and say like, no matter what, this is proven. Exactly. This is proven. Something that I invested in that's proven. Maybe it's down now. Maybe I feel stupid. I looked at my bag and now I'm like, oh man, you feel the dread because you're not even used to it. And it's like, yeah, I feel like shit. This sucks. But to a collector, they're not looking at how much they spent to how much it's worth. Now they're looking at like, I got it. Look at it. It's right here and it's all its glory. Because that common Batman of the black and white that just dropped is immaculate. You can put it in front of your door. No one's gonna walk in. Like it's just like. So the way the detail on it, it's amazing. It doesn't
matter the Jim Lee and the what's his name? Fucking shit, I forget
exactly.
But either way, both the common and the uncommon from the last Batman drop are fucking huge, and they're undervalued right now. Savage, and you'll look back on it in a few years, and you'll be like, God damn, how did they hover there? The Mickey band leader, the Mickey band leader. That one, the whole set is undervalued. It's insane. Can I get one? And in a few years, we will look back and say, God damn, how are they this cheap? You will trip the fuck out at how they were this cheap in a few years. We will. It's just like automatic. You just know that with those pieces. It's automatic. The Jim Lee Batman #3 is just dope. Just fuck, it's too hard.
Yeah, no, but
it's gonna
when they have higher mints though. They're going to have to go through these growing pains as new people buy in at higher prices. Like, just think about that you're saying the band leader, right? Like, why is Steamboat Willie still at $200, still holding that? Because so many people bought it at 1,000 or bought it at 900 that they're not going to list it for this much of a loss unless they do get desperate. And it happens. Everyone's in different situations. Like we're saying, the gems are diluted. There's people who are selling items that they're up big profit from new people in, that those new people now don't have enough gems to go for other stuff. Then you have, people doing the quick flip, but it isn't as lucrative as it used to be.
And you can't even sell what you do have for profit because it's already so low that even if you got the drop and you got stuff like that.
There's a bunch of items I had that were in profit for a long time, and now they're just not.
Steamboat Willie uncommon. I had the Donald and Daisy.
But Steamboat, you're still in profit in all.
Oh no, yeah, I am. Like I'm on the drop.
The drop, but stuff that you literally bought at a good price that went up. Like say me with Steve Rogers, I had bought the Steve Rogers Mighty Marvel for like $48 when I first got on the app. Saw a YouTube video about it. Back then there was catalysts for everything. but still, it's the FA of Steve Rogers. So I was like, I'll snatch this one up. Bought it for under $50. It pumped to like $250. I was like, damn, should I sell this thing? I don't know what the good price is. I'm seeing all these videos.
The new Veve mascot would sell that shit in a heartbeat.
I mean, looking back, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. Now I'm not gonna sell it because it's under what I bought it at. It's like at $42, and I thought I had got it at kind of like the best price I could because I bought it right before things took off in the December gem squeeze. So when you look at it from that perspective, someone joining the app right now, items like that are pretty much below where I was looking at them. And other items are almost back to where they were. Like when I got on the app, Barden Homer was 500. It pumped to 2K. And I thought, bye, you know, my collectibles, like, it's just going to fly off. And like, he just flew off, dude.
Fly away.
He's going to fly away. And no, he's back down to when I came in. So, you know, what month are we in? We're in May now, 5 months later, 6 months later. If you just join the app today, you can buy pretty much everything that I could when I first joined. And then all the stuff I bought thereafter, I'm in complete total loss on. You know, not complete total loss. You know what I mean? I'm in the red, and a lot of us
total loss, not complete total loss.
A lot of us are, and that's just you know, without so many unknown. That's positive. Play the game without cheating. Yeah. No, I mean exactly. Some people are getting done dirty by these bot account fools who are just ran off with their money. They mentioned that in the community update. And hey, what do you expect? You know, like, of course, it sounds good. You make some quick money. But again, like, even then, to get banned or to get caught up, if you're one of these prolific botters, there's not much they can do right now. There's not enough legislation and enough, like, there's no real like precedence for it. But like, you get kicked off. But let's just say in the future,
who's actually read the terms of the,
you know what I mean, like
terms of agreement, though? Who's actually read them?
No one reads those things.
So what if for the bot people,
you could say you signed your life away.
You actually agreed to be the human centipede.
But there is a law that prevents people from doing that too. Like, you can't put ridiculous stuff in those terms and agreements. Like, and they're cracking down on it more now with your information. Even if you join a new app or you join something now, they're like, can we send you ads? Can we do this?
No.
Can we have your information about that? Apple had to because they were most prolific.
Android, you still got to deal with that shit.
Whatever. Anyway, I don't want to talk about any of that. That's not here,
anyways,
nor there.
The conspiracy episode coming.
The point about it is web platform is going to be
great. It's going to be dope as fuck. Because I got to be able to do what you guys do.
I think that's what we're talking about.
Even what's the people you like? Those fucking comics and crypto. They did a dope ass band leader video,
like,
and I'm just like, how did they do that shit though? Like, they did a badass one where he's sleeping and it's just band leaders playing, so he gets up and he's like, fuck, and he keeps following them. It's a long video. Mickey keeps following them, and then eventually this dude starts playing like the drums. And
they got skills. That's why
doing a fucking thing. But it's dope. I'm like, fuck, I want my shits to do that. I want to be able to do that.
Real quick, hit that like button if you're rocking with us. YouTube will never show our stuff, and you know what? We don't care.
I'm working on
this for y'all. We do this for us.
I'm working on a relationship with
YouTube,
trying to build it up. We're gonna get it.
You're the best.
It'll be there. Please don't cancel.
We'll get there.
We need Elon Musk to buy YouTube next.
I don't.
And then we'll be uncensored completely. I don't have a lighter, bro.
All right, then I guess
I don't smoke.
You know, freaking vape. Anyway, let's just get back to Star Wars real quick because that's all we really came here to talk about.
Well, next week is our Star Wars episode.
We're gonna have a special episode for May the 4th.
Are we gonna do it?
He's gonna come in dressed as Grogu, and I'll be carrying him. I'll be dressed as the Mandalorian. It's gonna be a dope episode.
There we go. May the 4th, and it just so happens to be a Wednesday. How exciting is that? What better way to spend your May the 4th? And we'll have something to talk about. The best thing about doing this show on a Wednesday is we always go in blind to what Veve has in store for us for like the weekend, and it happens every now and again, right? So who knows if they announce Star Wars Sunday night, the next time we even talk about it will be on Wednesday when it already had happened. So we say this, leaving this message, this historical moment for us and for the Veve Bros. We wish you guys luck. We hope we get our Star Wars. We truly believe they all but said it. If you have not seen the community update, go watch it. But when they talked about it, David Hughes said, I can't even say the word, and at first I had to rewind it. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, and he's like, yeah. And then they said it even for MAY, the M, the
It's
A,
gonna be a
the
dark
Y,
ass fucking
because
movie.
every time he brings up May, the fans go crazy and say, May the 4th, May the 4th. Are we going to get it? Are we going to get Star Wars? And they all but said in the video, finally, we won't have to answer that anymore. And he has all the Star Wars stuff in the back. So we have to.
But before that, and I
it's
just want to say this,
coming.
if Secret Rare of the Doctor Strange goes for like 80 gems and shit, I'm buying that shit. 90, buying it. 100, buying it.
But you're not going for the drop.
I'm debating. I'm unsure. I just don't think the odds are in my favor with only 2,100 of those. And
Okay,
then
so
however many Veve keeps. But I mean, I don't know. I might just say I might say that now, and then when it comes, I'm just
it might be a hard pass for me too.
I can't do it. Like I gotta go for it.
I said the same thing for the kit,
I don't know.
and that was 120. I was like, I ain't going for this Knight Rider. Like it's cool, but I'm not gonna go for it. And then literally, it was like,
dude, I didn't hit on that one. That was crazy.
I didn't even have the gems
at that time.
I didn't even have the gems.
I did not hit on Knight Rider.
I didn't have the gems. I loaded the gems, and I still hit. It was crazy. But we'll see. I think I might have to sleep through the Eye of Agamotto tomorrow, because if not, I will try to go for it with that 70 gems, and I do want to save for the Patrick Hughes and for Star Wars. So it's just, I think that's pretty much the sentiment of a lot of people.
Why would they do the drop this way? They've never had one like this.
And like you said, we might get
uncommon, rare, and a secret rare. They didn't even do an ultra rare.
Because it's going to be a utility box.
No, but it's the first Marvel artifacts. So now it's a first new line, and when you think about it,
that's true.
It's technically a new item in a way, right? It's still a digital collectible, but it's a new form of Marvel. If you're gonna see a brand, it's gonna be that. Yeah,
Infinity Stone, dude. Like that shit's just dope.
FA Infinity Stone.
Yeah, it is. Like if you could collect them all, and it's one of the most powerful.
Comics do that. Stones. Every comic has a story. Oh, this is the first appearance of this. This is the first appearance of that. Like,
I'm pumping myself up to go for it now. Just right now, just talking about.
Don't go for it, man.
Think I might go for it. He's gonna lecture me. He's a fucking say don't go for it. He's gonna send us a paragraph in the morning telling us not to go for it, like a series of messages, like maybe 10.
Got the
and he's gonna just say, just wait. Aftermarket,
I'm just
under
gonna
retail,
I'm not gonna look at it.
He's gonna text us.
Vault, live stream
at 8:27. We're gonna get a video of this going. And open it up, and it's just gonna open up his secret rares right there. You fools didn't go for it. Wait, I'll go back. You fools could go for it again.
And then it goes to 350, and I sell it. These fools get mad. You sold it. Sold that shit. I'll buy me.
What'd you buy? I bought 75 New Mutant Annual number 2s. Call me.
I've been stacking the band leaders. The uncommon band leader. I got 4 of them now.
Well, today I copped the pretty cheap mini lenticular for 97 gems. Under 100.
I am at my absolute brokest right now. I can't
got it, but I hope I could flip it before May the 4th. I hope I could flip it before May the 4th. So I did it. I'm hoping I'll be able to just boom, because that was way low.
How many people out there have like spent too much on Veve, and you look back, you're like, damn. You know, and sometimes it takes the money out your bank account like a day later on Apple, a day like half a day or a day later.
Immediately.
Nah, dude, that shit will let it add up. Like if I just put 5, 15, like it gives me like, or it doesn't charge me to
put 500 and then 1,500. I ain't fucking got money like that.
Nah, I put $5, $10. I mean, 15. Put 70. Then I'll put like whatever 100. Then I'll just get the bill for everything.
And you'll put 200, and he'll be like, I just sold something for 200, so that's why I got this.
Yep.
But he really uploaded his $200.
I keep track of what I'm up. I mean, you know what I'm putting in.
Right now, this ain't the real market. That's how you should be looking at it. Same thing. On in the future, that'll be the real market. I want to do another. You just gotta hold on. Hold on for dear life.
It will. Hey, look, nothing's really popping. We're talking about it. Like, there's not a lot of crazy projects popping right now. The crypto space is all, but
that's right, Corey.
Only the real crypto heads. Like, there's not a lot of retail
it's time to buy.
And it's the same thing with these NFTs, dude. Like I'm saying, retail is considered the common person, right? And in stocks, like they always make fun of it because people have money. What stock should I buy with it? And they do that. How's it performing? Wait a few months. Oh no, this sucks. They sell it and they lose the money, and then they just I don't mess with that. I don't know. It's complicated. It's this and that. It's almost the same thing with the digital collectibles, because without utility, it's hard to really convince the average person. You have to use the kicker. You have to use the buzz of, oh, I bought this for $30, $50. How much is it worth now? Oh, $1,000. Shut up.
$4.99.
Like, yeah, it's
yeah, but you showing. Imagine you showing. Let's say you sold your fucking Moon Knight, Secret Rare when it was at $750. If you had sold that and you showed someone, look, I paid $7 and I turned it into $7.50
And
like
you're a
that.
fucking show
They'd
off.
be like, what the fuck? No, you didn't. Like, no, you could. But if you had, and the fact that, yeah, you can't cash out right now, but either way, just imagine that though in the future, no matter what, that Moon Knight in a bad market, in a down market, still shot up to $7.50 in a down market. Everything was down.
Which one, the ultra rare?
No, yours. Your secret.
Oh,
Moon
my secret
Knight,
rare?
your comic.
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
the comic,
yeah.
not the
Oh, yeah.
fucking
No,
not
even
the
if
collection.
that even
show
dropped in
I'm
February
saying
over
is,
a G. That's
how
a top
can
10.
no one can
I got
no
a top 10
one
secret rare, baby.
no one can hate on that. No one would hate. No one would question. They'd
See, it's
just
all
be like,
flex.
what the fuck? And it's just that fast. Like there's only 500 of those. They only drop what 450 of those.
600 of them.
Dude, also going into what
that's
Mickey said about May the 4th, you know, about Star Wars being like having that pull and doing everything right. Like,
oh yeah,
one theory I have with the current like physical comic book collectors and how they are, like the majority, not just like certain people who are in it, they're making their videos, they're doing all that, they believe in it. But imagine a dude who took 10 years to get the Amazing Spider-Man #1 and he really wanted it, and then some dick's like, yo, I got that right here on Veve, I got the digital one, it's way better look, it's mint condition, all shit. The acceptance of that is harder to come to, where it's like, yeah, that is the next big thing. It's like, no, hell no, this is where it's at. And it's like, I do think that, because I'm telling you, because the local comic book store by my pad, the dude was like, oh, you're one of those Veve guys? Because I was looking at the thing and I was laughing. I was like, dude, I heard someone else's video where they said that, and I was like, it literally just happened to me. But he didn't have a conversation with me about Veve. He wasn't, he's heard about it, he knows about it, but he's not investing in it. And obviously, it's like his business, he's selling physicals. But I was in there like, if I could find one of these comics, I'll buy it for $5 or $7.
But that's
like,
why you need these stories. That's what draws the average fool like that. Like, not the average fool, because he's not necessarily the average. He has expertise and at least runs that store, right? So I just mean the common person to drive their interest sometimes is that bottom line. Like, yo, I spent this, I made this. I bought this at this, and this is like, because it's the same thing with the Pokemon cards. At the end of the day, you don't even ask how much you bought that for or what you got it for. Most people who are like, you got that? That's all that matters. Like, what's that worth? Like,
but NFTs are looked at
Marco.
as a bottom line. People are like, I don't know what that is, but I know
cards.
someone made a lot of money off of it.
But it's both ways. People hear real positive stuff and they hear real negative stuff.
Shit.
Mostly negative when things are down. You get in that bear market. That's what I'm saying. Like, the whales move different. I just see it. They just know. There's already, Veve has that pattern. Big drop, we get the gem squeeze. Everyone knows this. And especially when we hear the news, right? So the news traveled after the update. Hey, we're getting Star Wars, right? Oh, we are. How do you know? Well, go watch the video. People go and look in their own, or they at least get people that they trust. Oh, Star Wars is coming, and you see that sell off.
All right.
Because it ain't.
Well, let's put it in perspective though. Once this shit does get migrated and everyone's able to play in this with Veve, and in the future when it actually is, let's say, partner statue, one of the biggest items you can have
$1
on
million.
the app. No, but right now, 11.7K. That's what, 4 Ethereum? A little bit less than 4 Ethereum right now. Someone who an Ethereum whale could buy that up easily, could buy the floor right here easily, just with their Ethereum that they have. So you got to think that far down the line if you're gonna hold for that long.
No, but if they watch the trend,
that's nothing.
But if they watch the trend, they're like,
NFT,
why would I? I can afford it at 20 Ethereum.
Dude,
so when it's where it's supposed to be,
because they could, because it's nothing to them.
But it's,
and to know what that carries, imagine, look, there's only 114 right now on the market. Some dudes could come through and buy 10 at the floor. Would be nothing to them with their Ethereum. It's just the truth. So when that happens, that's how far down the line you got to think. And you can't lose sight of that. We kind of do, though, with the market going up and down, because you're making plays the whole time if you're on it like that. But
okay, look, but that just speaks to the trust you have in it, because you have to understand and carry it with a certain amount of that. It is a risk. It is a risky business, and this NFT stuff, there is no solid proof that all this is just going to skyrocket. We have faith. We have faith in it, and that's why we do it. But the average person too, well, not even average person, but let's just say an investor, like he's saying, someone could come sweep the floor. There are people with money like that. But why would that be the smartest thing to do right now to an unproven company and an unproven idea? Like, it's happening, but a lot of the stuff is falling short. So we're still right there believing in it, cheering in our team, even though they're going through a tough patch right now, you know, like little losing streak, or we could say like we're on the team side, so we're gonna say, nah, it's been cool, it's been hard. Like, no, well, they're over past due at a lot of delivering a lot of the stuff. The competition has now grown. Their dominance seems to faded a little as far as they were the talk and everything of the town and all this, but now it's kind of, but that doesn't worry about you when your teams, when it's your team that you love. You're like, I'm not tripping. They can turn it on, and we got Star Wars, we got this, and at any moment we can go on our win streak, we can go and do this, and
it still sells out regardless.
And that's because we have the space.
Instant.
But I'm just saying, like, even a smart investor would be like, I need to see a little more before I'd be even willing to give you my 4 ETH. Just because that's worth 4 ETH.
No, I'm
doesn't
saying
mean I'm just gonna throw.
No, I didn't say that right now.
As these things get rolled out, and these things, I'm
saying the future. On the line,
no,
however
when
many
in
years
the future that thing won't be worth 4 ETH. That damn partner statue will say 100 ETH next to it.
Maybe
it'll say 150
once
ETH,
they
like,
get involved. That's what I'm saying, like that. But I'm just saying that shit
but
isn't that much
once
to us
proven,
in our little ecosystem.
We're living.
That's
in the
what we look
at.
No, that's what we look at. So it's like, oh shit, it's worth this much. Shit, look a few months back. Look at that partner statue and how much it was going for. It's fucking going for a shitload.
Bro, we had
people bought it.
Me and David had the Super Bowl tickets. They gave us the lottery, and David got the NFT of the Super Bowl. Rams Super Bowl wings. I'm a Rams season ticket holder. Go Raiders. But he got it on the lotteries, and dope ass shit. Only had like 2022. That's it. They did it because it was the year. Super Bowl. Badass NFT, but it's like there are no ticket stubs. So imagine those dudes.
That's like the first Super Bowl NFT.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. And the thing about those guys who were like, they're the Super Bowl club, and they're like, oh, we go to every. I'm already freaking negotiating it. The Super Bowl club, they go to every single Super Bowl, right? And what do they keep? The ticket stubs. When Barry Bonds broke the home run record, the biggest item was ticket stubs from every game that he hit the home run at for that season when he broke the record. And it was a framed of all the ticket stubs. There are no ticket stubs anymore. That's been like 4 or 5 years already without no ticket stubs. So now the NFTs are going to move into that, right? And they're going to be more functional in everything. Like coupons are going to be NFTs at the market and shit. Like it's going to be functional in all kinds of different
that's cool,
aspects. But I'm saying, so this where we're at right now,
I'm just
that's
saying
for being early and for
just
where it's
to keep
at.
it in perspective of that.
It's
that
just
the
because
prices
the things we have right
I'm
now.
just saying, like, for us, they seem crazy in our ecosystem of Veve. That's all I'm saying. Just to put it in perspective.
Let's just say
in reality,
you had a raft and everything was dry, and you're buying a raft, you're buying a safety vest, you're buying your sail, you're doing all this, and the water hasn't even come. You're Noah's Ark right now. That's what we are. We're building our arcs right now. We know the rain is coming. The Veve rain is coming. That's what we believe. And everyone else right there looking.
I do believe
gathering our
we
stuff.
Got one donkey right here.
Building our ship. That's essentially what
we're
doing.
Believe,
because
are
today
you
that
go
ship,
for the Veve sign? I am.
In a dry world, that ship ain't worth what it is in the wet world. That's what once everything floods. And it's the same thing when you look at these NFTs.
And in water world,
you can't let these prices shake your belief in what you know they'll be worth in the future. Because again, I've said this, the prices reflect what they're worth today, as in far what they do, what people have the sentiment towards, what they can offer you. You have to make a big commitment, even if you have $1 million, to be like, all right, I'm gonna just throw 11 G's at this statue because you're saying it's gonna be worth that. And I know there's Disney people and craze, like it's cool. To me,
what if you got rich that way? Imagine, like, if you got rich that way, why wouldn't you be inclined to do that? Because you've seen it when shit had low, like, oh, people don't believe in this. That's when I put my money in, and that's how I got rich. So that's what I mean. Like, those people are the ones more inclined to do that. But either way, it's just like, I see that way down the future. But I'm just saying to keep it in mind that it's not that outrageous, even the high price shit right now. And this is a down market. So 11 G's for that partner statue is seeming like a super deal. Extra clearance, fucking 60% Black Friday deal compared to what it was a few months ago.
Well, yeah, that person didn't pay
like
20,000 gems for it. That's why
someone could have bought 3 of them for what they paid
paid 1K
fucking months ago.
Oh, and Corey says right now we're gonna get that Veve sign.
That Veve sign, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna cop that. I feel like I have to.
It's gonna be in the waiting room style.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 4 of them.
Who cares? You have to get all 4. Every letter. I'm like, dude. Maybe they're gonna do like a $6, $10.
Maybe 200,000.
They're gonna do $1. They're gonna do $1.
Yeah, they're gonna
flex. Like Just
some
one
shit
gem.
like that. I don't picture it being expensive.
Well, it's
at
not the
all.
exact
you
BB
can't
sign either.
upload
Like
$1. It has to be 5 or more.
Well, you heard what he said, right? It was gonna be black V, white E.
No, white
Blue.
V, white E, blue V,
Blue
blue
V.
E, because that's how the logo is.
It's blue. Not
I heard him say black.
Oh,
Open it.
Open
God
your
damn, it's
app.
just
Come
good
on, dude.
colorblind.
It's the damn
Look, I
light
texted him
blue.
after the AMA. He said it was gonna be black.
He's like, how'd you get my number, you fucking weirdo?
Like we're making connections, bro. Just go with it. That's how it goes.
But either way, this next episode of Veve Bros is gonna be savage once we come out. Hope you guys
Yes.
are pumped up for it.
Please tune in next week.
Next week
For
we can
May
all,
the
like,
4th,
rejoice and
We
see
can
what,
talk
what
about,
we get.
see what really
Rock 'em in
happened
here,
and
sad as hell.
our beliefs.
So when do you think it gets announced?
Sunday. I think Sunday. They have to drop it at least 2 days before. It's gonna
Sunday
be-
or Monday.
or there's going to be another little
Or
hint. Because
Monday.
remember, like, say with the lenticulars. The lenticulars first, they showed Minnie Mouse on the National Polka Dot Day. And that's how they hinted it. And everyone thought, oh, we're getting Minnie Mouse, we're getting Minnie Mouse. And within like a day or two, then they announced, no, we're doing lenticular cards. Then Mickey and Friends, like, all right, which friends? And then it was the whole set. So I think we might get a longer rollout. Not longer, but definitely not the day before type stuff.
no,
Well,
2
I
days.
think
2
Sunday.
days,
I
48
think maybe
hours.
or maybe Saturday. No, I think Sunday. I think Sunday makes more sense. Sunday we get the announcement. Boom.
Calling
and
it
then
now. Not
Monday or
battle
Tuesday-
statue. It's
or
going to be
Tuesday
the
we
Then
first
the gem
secret
squeeze goes. So
rare
look, don't buy anything right now.
battle
Anything you
scene.
want, you see it low, just wait. Chances are
not
just wait.
financial advice.
Yeah, but I'm
Not
just saying, just
financial
wait.
advice.
Wait
Even
until
though he
they
didn't wait,
announce.
he just bought something today.
Wait until
He
they
bought a
announce.
lenticular.
Yeah, I almost bought
Pluto
yesterday. I didn't. I
lenticular.
waited.
217. I've never seen it
I
that
can't
low.
believe Pluto
I've never seen
lenticular
it that low.
level.
I
That's
just went
great.
for, and
That
at
means
the
people who sold
time,
it took a mean
yeah,
loss
no,
on it.
but at the time, the person who put it about like $27 below the floor,
for sure
the
he bought
actual
it
floor.
like at
So
600.
217,
like,
I had to
"Ah,
jump
fuck
on it. Like it was just something I had to do. You can't pass that. I'm trying to get all of them before the end of this year. Goofy goes low, then
Look, last week I called Darth
sniping it.
Vader. If it hits this week, we'll see what I get. I don't know. This was full of shit. He said we're gonna get a prize. I doubt it.
Gotta
They
add
try
us
to
to,
steal
they
my
gotta
buzz.
add
I know
our
Buzz Lightyear's
predictions
coming.
to DraftKings.
But
can we predict
another bold
we
prediction I
predict
had
it? Boom.
is we have the battle statue, right? That's the Batman and the Croc, and that one's
Killer
dope as
Croc.
hell, Killer Croc. But what about the battle scene? Imagine a secret. Literally, when you press it, it's not just one character doing one thing. It's literally a battle scene. Maybe Darth Vader choking someone, they freaking rise up, they're getting choked or something. Like,
I
like
think-
there's so much like they could do
I don't
with
know.
it.
I
It'd
think
be
they'll make
amazing.
you get fucking 2 NFTs and put them together and have that
To
utility
be able to do that?
activate it and shit. Yeah,
Hey, I wouldn't be mad
that's
at it.
dope. It sounds dope, but yeah, I think they do that.
They're gonna be
There's
doing
some-
it.
there's
think,
some
think
dope
about the
shit
fact
that they
that
could drop.
the villains had music and they
And
never
that
mentioned
was
it
a
at all.
surprise.
They
But
didn't
yeah,
mention
we
it at
didn't
all.
Fucking talk about that. That
They
was
didn't
crazy.
mention it at all.
They
Honestly, I haven't even heard the music. They
surprised-
just told me.
They surprised us with the.
They just
villains
told me that
drop
it had it.
on
I went for
that it
2. I
had
got the
music.
ultra rare. Got the common.
Every drop's a surprise because you don't know what you're getting.
Oh yes, it's a blind box.
No, you don't know what's about to drop, so every drop's a surprise.
Yeah, but
No,
you could check
full-
out the animations.
I'm
on
saying
everything.
afterwards.
This one did not play music. So it was fucking dope when it dropped. It was a dope drop. I hit 5 times, and that was one of the points I was trying to push through earlier. Is that a Disney drop like that? The one of the villains. It's the first one ever. Never dropped the villains. They've never done anything like this. Yeah, it's in the emoji form. Some people were hating on that. They dropped the music. Some
Chicks
people are
love emojis.
speculating that it's gonna have gamification. Cool. Don't really care. It's still Jafar. It's still FA of Jafar. FA of all them. Ursula, the Queen of Hearts, and forget the other
Queen.
one from Queen from fucking Snow White. This was a dope drop, and I was still able to get 5. My first one was the ultra rare. My last one was an ultra rare. I was like waiting for an hour and a half. Then my last one was mint number 262. Shit was dope. It was really, really dope. I did a rare in the drop, but I got a triple digit for 45 afterwards in the aftermarket. See, so I can't hate on that. For people to be mad, like, oh, and that's not below retail. That was double plus 5 more gems. The fact that people are mad that afterwards, the market's not reflecting some high prices that they could just get this quick return on, just it trips me out. It's like they're expecting a fucking super return initially right after the drop. Seconds after, as soon as the market opens, they want to see profits. It's like, fuck, dude, like How can
Yeah,
you
what the
expect
hell?
that? And then like, well, why are they selling it under? Why do you care? Unless you're gonna buy them or sell it. Why? That's your
20's
shit.
pretty cheap, or like lose $5 on 20. You're not really tripping. Like tomorrow with the Agamotto, $70. Like I could see like
that's fucking
it
steep,
has to have
man.
a sick
Yeah, I
secret
know,
rare.
it's steep.
Like it has to have some type
It's
of
so
dope,
limited, dude.
like opens up and does some type of light show, and then you can put it on characters. So if you do get a Doctor Strange full premium, or you say if you have, I was thinking the Jim Lee Batman, the new Jim Lee, like him just standing there, and then he got the Eye of Agamotto on him. Like that show just looked dope.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that'd be dope. That that'd be cool if you'd be able to just put this
Imagine
on
just,
as an
like,
accessory,
shocks you
which
trying
I'm
to-
sure eventually we'll get. We won't say soon.
DC blocked Marvel like fuck y'all. But now they've done crossovers. They're not like Apple and Samsung.
Plus, this
It's
is a
all
new
stupid.
space. Ready Player One, like everything was there. And that's what we want. I don't think people are going to be denied of that. And the company that tries to fight that is going to fucking
Lose.
Yeah,
It's gonna go down.
lose.
Like,
It's
yeah.
gonna get destroyed. And I think companies know that, and that you can't fight anything now. It's like the South Park effect, like South Park making fun of anything. People got tired of fighting them. It's like, you're just like, there they go again. It's gonna be the same thing with the metaverse and with the sharing of IPs, like interchangeable. And the VV alpha status. I don't even know where I saw that. I need to go rewatch the video I saw where we were talking about that, which I didn't pay too much attention. It was like this idea that, our NFTs on VV will be able to maintain their utility on other platforms.
Across all platforms.
All major platforms, like that. That'd be awesome. All of them.
All platforms, every single one. If we would put the eye on.
And if that were to happen, that would skyrocket the prices too, or just the value these things have, because other NFTs may not be able to do that, and other companies might be incentivized to work with VV. Why? Think about this: the hero effect. Hero launch their cards. There's a lot of VVs on there. They're chasing the gains that they got on the early days of VV. They want to be hero OGs, And shoot, I didn't jump on it. Cisco did.
Still waiting.
Maybe one day I will be.
Still waiting.
Maybe one day, a year from now, 2 years from now, they drop something. I'm like, man, I want to get involved. And now he's already an OG, right? So that's the idea with it too. Plus, genuine DC fans and genuine fans of the art. So
like me, like shame on me for getting a back caliber. I'm a genuine Batman fan.
I'm not
literally my
and
favorite.
a cow. So
that's my favorite.
He's
Fuck
a
this shit.
Batman cow.
That's my favorite fucking That's my favorite superhero. It always has been.
Cow tipping.
And we'll see what comes of it. It doesn't matter.
Sick.
It's me dipping into a different
it's Jim
space.
Lee.
And it's
There's
not
a
like
lot.
Jim Lee
I
is
had a
leading
point.
the way
Somewhere
on
in
it.
there, I had a
So
point.
it's pretty dope.
Dang
I know they took the shot at it during the AMA. It's all good. I honestly think they
took the
only.
shot
I
at
think
the mid
VV
number and the price.
No, I think they just took
In
the shot at what was obvious
particular.
to take the shot at. But I only believe that they threw shade only because of the fact that it wasn't acknowledged right off the back. And if he said DC did acknowledge it after the fact. When that AMA went on, they had not acknowledged it. And there's still a whole campaign on Twitter of them trying to get like the first NFTs were on VV. And that's the truth. And I'm not gonna say otherwise, even though I own a back cow, it doesn't matter. But
You could
I
just
feel
look
like
at
that's
it
why
as
they
like,
had the shade. But I
What
paid to
other-
play. Let's see what comes of this. We'll see what
And
happens.
look, man,
We'll
good
see-
luck
we'll
to
see in a
you
few years.
with
And
the back cap.
obviously, I'll
It
be telling you
sounds
guys
cool.
as we go along.
Utility every 45 days or
52,
something.
52 days.
52.
A new one.
That's great. Fuck it. I mean, go for it.
Let's
I'm
go.
not hating
No,
on
no,
it.
no, no. I'm just saying.
We can live in
No,
a
I'm
world
talking to the
where there's
people,
back
bro.
cows and there's VVs and there's recurs.
Everyone fits,
And there's
but
all
yeah, I'm
this.
not here to promote that shit. It's just some shit I dipped in on the side. Let's see where it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. So that's basically
He
where
will
I'm
be
at
our
with
test
that.
monkey.
But
We're shooting them into
I'm a Batman fan.
back cow
That's my favorite
space.
superhero. Just point blank. That is exactly why I went for that drop so hard, that black and white, because I was
If I
pumped
get
up for
nothing
it.
good in my HRO, the hero packs, I will
Corey
sign up for
agrees with
$1.
you. Diversify. It's not
Yep.
bad. It's not wrong. I mean,
And,
Like I
and
said, Corey, when I looked up
Jim
the
Lee
hero,
promotes those hero
I
cards.
think
I looked up the
Heaven
hero on
too.
Twitter.
I
They
think
only
it's
had
crazy.
3,000
It's crazy.
followers, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna buy one. Well, there's not too many people in there. I'm gonna buy one. Then.
no,
Let
I
me
mean,
see.
some of them they said are going for $1, $2 now. Like,
And there's a bunch of people who also like completed all the sets and they're still waiting for their physical.
You're still so early, even if you jump in today, that you can go in there and stuff's affordable. You're not going in, you're like, damn, everything's $20, $50, $100. Like, no, there's stuff for a couple bucks. Yeah, like you don't gotta break the bank to start a collection, which is pretty cool. And that's what I've heard, you know. But anyway, my whole point was to tie it all in. Veve can have a higher status in a way with that premium, right? Like I keep you know,
they're dope. No,
Veve,
look, Veve
hold
is
on. Let me finish my point.
Sick.
Look at Hero. They don't take no shots at Veve. They seem to play along pretty cool. And you know, Veve hasn't had really any problem acknowledging them or anything else, like, you know, or any of the YouTubers or influencers. There isn't a stigma. Like, no, people are going on there. It's exciting. It seems cool. The art looks dope. People are making crazy gains and they have that story like, oh, wow, I hit this one and it went for this much. So like, that's cool. That's what people want. And it pays in a way to play along with Veve. And I think they're going to use that status and use those connections to their advantage to get our NFTs that we have as being early adopters, you know, or somewhat early adopters, and being able to buy season 1, season 2, season 3 stuff will be huge, you know. May kicks off season 4, and that's what they mentioned in the update as well. So we just went through season 3, like, and it's a trip because we're just kind of going for drops, and then you look back, and that's what collecting is. You look back, and you're like, wow, I picked up a couple of these, I did this, I hit that ultra rare, and now all those they're gone now. Things are going to get more advanced. Things are going to, and it's so funny. That's why a lot of the FAs are really simple too. People wanted this grand, crazy thing, but it's like, that's the rookie card. You're getting their rookie card. You're getting them in their simplest form. And it's almost ironic, right? Like when everything gets so advanced and we are living in the metaverse and it's Ready Player One, the most valuable thing in your vault's going to be this dumb little toy. And it's perfect. Of course, it wouldn't be the ultra super thing that does everything. Like, no, well, we know why that makes sense, why it's expensive. We know why that's awesome.
This thing has to be number one.
This little Donnie over here is actually worth $1 gajillion. This little statue of Batman, the Todd McFarlane, is worth this. And it's like, you know, it's so simple. It doesn't do much. It just has status. It has utilities built into it.
Worldwide, though. That's what I love about Veve. It's worldwide. You don't got to think small in America. It's worldwide.
That's
people
funny
from Australia that comment. There's a guy from Australia that commented on my post earlier on Veve in the feed. He was like, I'll tune in. Like,
because mate.
He said what time he had to go for the drop for the Doctor Strange and shit. Like I forget.
1500.
I don't know like what the fuck it is, but it was just like, you know, I thought it was dope though. He was from Australia. I'm like, damn, but it's worldwide. Just
like, how often do I get to talk to an Australian?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Look, those lenticulars,
shrimp on the bar.
The lenticulars, the Mickey band. There's Disneylands all over the world. There's Disney World, like Disney parks all over the world. The fact that there's only 4,444 of the lenticulars in the whole world of all their millions of fans, only 4,444 will own the set. And if you're not thinking that far, it's like, dude, you just can't see it then. They've already proven that. They've already proven what they do. And parents who were groomed into Disney as a Disney fan, and they raise their kids as Disney fans. And it all goes hand in hand, and that shit will be passed down. So for you people, like, you got to think that far ahead and realize they're worldwide. Even for the FUD people, if you read their shits and they're kind of getting in your head, they're not thinking long-term. They're all thinking short-term, a quick flip. That's what aggravates them, that you can't do a quick flip right now. Shit, a few months ago, you could do a quick flip like that.
Funny shit.
You hit big,
that
you could just boom, you know?
Flipping era, like the flipper era of Veve, like land on the drop because bots were winning so many and people weren't able to get any. Plus, at the time, too, the NFT space was hot. Like, you know, as I was telling the story, like the reason I got into this a lot, too, was that crypto was, you know, heading down and people moved their crypto profits or moved money out of crypto and came into NFT spaces and started buying stuff up and jumping in. And proof is right there. I mean, I'm one of those people. I had some money. I was up. I was like, what do I do with this? I've been wanting to get into the NFTs. I've heard of Veve. I just had never downloaded the app. It's funny, but I remember just seeing the Ultraman and the sliding Batman. Like, I would always, you know, when you go in the app store, you'd see those two logos. And I tell you, it was from golden moments that I first thought about getting into it. and did it from the first golden moments. I could have been right there going for a wall.
And that sliding
going
Batman just dropped, just to put it back. That's the one that just dropped.
No, that's how early.
Like
there'll come a point in the future where people are like, oh, when that one dropped, yeah, but it was a different time in the market. Like you go to the grocery store, things are expensive. You're going to the gas store, things are expensive. Like even if you got a good paying job and you're doing this and that, it starts to add up. And the average person, and especially the people that Veve is trying to going for, because their target audience is younger kids, and they want to have that audience they grow with. They're thinking 10, 20 years.
Why. So MCP, that's why MCP to me also adds on the fact that, like I said, right now with Veve, it's kind of like you're staking, because they're gonna your points are gonna be retroactive. So if you've already had these things, even if you plan to sell, your points and accumulating. If you've been waiting on that day that you're waiting for NTL.
I've thought about
that. For that, but like
when I've sold the secret rare,
it's sort of like I'm just saying as a viewpoint to say, like, it's kind of like staking, because you can't sell it. When you stake it, it's stuck. Can't touch it for however long you fucking agreed for it. Then in the future, you get those free dividends that they're adding up. You're accumulating while you give it in there. It's interest. That's what these are right now.
Just think about the brands. Think about the brands we already have, and they already said there's going to be new IPs this month, May, coming up. So it already tells you right there. And even with the FUD, people are like,
so first edition.
This seems like them making toys at McDonald's for Happy Meals. It's like, okay, you just said McDonald's, dude. McDonald's is one of the worldwide brands recognized by everybody. They're, like them giving their IP to McDonald's or making a deal with them is highly.
If you remember in the 90s,
I'm saying that
if you remember in the 90s, we're getting Ronald McDonald.
No, hold on. Do you remember in the 90s?
Hamburger?
Wait up, motherfucker. Do you remember the
Grimace?
90s? That the teeny babies, even the teeny babies that fucking McDonald's gave out in the 90s, those shits, if you had the collection, those were going for mad money back then.
Yeah,
that's how big the collection was. But
the teeny baby
still,
hysteria,
teeny baby,
which is a bad example because people compare this
NFTs to
teeny babies.
Why is it a bad comparison? It's just like I'm saying, McDonald's
teeny babies crash and are worth nothing now.
Yeah, but people still value them from McDonald's, not the ones you bought in the store. You got it with a fucking Happy Meal. And people still valued those shits high. So McDonald's still has a high market. It don't matter. Even those, you might look back at those little figurines right there on the table and be like, I should have never opened them.
But that's years and years. Again, like
next week is going to be fire. We'll see if our predictions come true. We don't know what's gonna happen. It's all speculation.
Are we all gonna say Darth Vader? Are we getting Darth Vader?
I already said that.
He had Darth Vader.
That was my call.
That was Cisco's call with Darth Vader. Wait, do we have the list? We made a list.
You fucking wrote it.
You wrote it.
It's probably different now. His list is gonna be like the
story of cross my shit out,
and he's gonna have all the shit drop. Patrick Hughes is gonna drop.
I said Doctor Strange for sure. All right, Cisco predicted. It says Darth Vader,
Buzz Lightyear,
and the castle from Disney.
Castle from Disney. It was tits.
And then I predicted Ryu, Banksy, and Miles Morales, which obviously we're not gonna get any of those.
And I don't remember
what
I
predicted. Captain America #1 comic.
Yep.
You said the Millennium Falcon.
Possibly.
And you said a golden moment Obi-Wan. So I mean, this dude's trying to break the app. Like
he was looking at the calendar ahead, like, oh, it's gonna be May.
Millennium Falcon. Imagine
they dropped the Millennium Falcon. This shit's gonna go crazy. I'll still get like 3 of them on this drop.
I don't know. I think they're selling out. I think Star Wars sells out. It's a flex.
Say we test it.
Like Spider-Man, Star Wars, Disney. Now, it's gonna sell out.
Once it takes your gems, exit. Buy now. Boom.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Don't exit the app. Exit the little box. Don't get mad at me. Said exit.
Because Batman, the last one, just because it didn't sell out and you could get multiples, it's made you a little sleepy. Like Batman still doesn't hold a candle to Star
Batman
Wars.
Only.
Star Wars is bigger than
Disney
Batman.
villains.
Of course, and Star Wars sells out. I believe. Well, they all sell out, but will it sell out instantly? You're only gonna get one, Corey, or maybe not even get one at all.
I think not like
Corey's on team sellout.
So then will all 3 of us get one?
I think you're gonna get multiples, Corey. So
then Ben, you're saying all 3 of us will get one?
I think you'll get one.
I think all of us get it. I think we all share.
And
I think it's gonna be Oprah status. You get one. You get one.
Some people might be disappointed.
You get 2. You get 3.
I think it sells out instantly, and people go, "Damn, I didn't get one this time."
I'm telling you, Corey. Next week when you see, you're gonna be like, "Hey Ben, you were right. I got 5 of them." I'm telling you.
I don't know.
That's what I predict.
We'll see.
And then can you see any of them going under listing price? Let's ask that.
No, but all I know is I'm
You
still
guys
gonna
see-
buy one after the drop,
Okay.
regardless, whatever it's at.
Hold on. Okay, just chill.
Yeah, for sure.
Chill. Woosah. Do you see them going under listing price at all? Any of them?
Nah.
I see one of them.
Well, maybe yeah.
Maybe one.
Maybe Mickey did it. So yeah, I do believe it could. Depending. You gotta ask me that when we know what the drop is.
Well, also,
Yeah.
most people are
There's
gambling.
some I can't see going
certain
on. There's
things.
some I
Hold
cannot
on.
see.
Mickey was not FA and it wasn't E either, which bugged a lot of people. And it was also dominated by bots, the Mickey band leader. So that one you have to take that into consideration. But I will give you another example. Let's just say Pixar Pals.
Corey, you don't have to wait for the green truck. As soon as your gems disappear, press that X and then press buy now again. Do not wait for the green truck.
As soon as your gems
Yeah,
are
that's
gone,
what I'm saying. Don't wait for that.
As soon as your gems are
you see
gone.
It's called
subtract it,
quick
boom.
gate. Quick gate.
As soon
So
as
you
your
gotta
gems
watch
are gone,
it.
just
Easy
press
ball.
X
Too many fucking
and
gates
press
for me
buy
to
now
remember.
again. That's the trick.
Yeah, that's how these
That's
guys have been
the
getting
way.
5 I got 4 comics today on the drop
I got 3.
because I'm just buying them.
No, I got
Boom,
4.
boom,
I'm
boom,
lying. I got 4.
Boom. So
But
then
I got 1 secret rare.
you'll only
ultra rare.
know what you're gonna get kind of on that last buy. It'll, give you the mid.
You can still try for the rebound after, but if you do it instantly, just press buy now. As soon as your gems disappear, X buy
No,
now
for
again.
sure buying a rebound. But like that's what I'm
can
talking
do it,
about.
Corey,
Look,
trust me.
do you
It
remember on the
works.
drop this big before?
It works.
You had to face the fact that you might just get kicked the fuck out. Like you won't even get a chance at a drop this big, where it would just do it, just like your app will glitch and just sold out, and you'd be right there like, what?
It works with
I
any drop
didn't even.
moments.
It didn't
It
even
worked
tell
with
me
the
like
Batman drop
unable to
too.
reserve a copy.
I
It
didn't
just
hit,
like
I didn't
any
hit
drop,
kicks you
you
out.
can do it with any
That's
drop.
what I mean.
Corey.
Like I don't think that's gonna happen on this drop, and it as big as it's gonna be, it should happen, but I don't see that happening.
Oh well, he's saying does
It works with the collectibles. Yeah, it works with all of them.
it.
Done it on all of them.
Yeah, because you did it with.
I
the
got
Moon
5.
Knight.
That's what I'm saying. I got 5 of the Disney villains. I was able to get 5.
Oh, yeah,
Exiting
and
out.
we just did it with
Exiting out.
Disney
Exiting out.
villains.
Exiting out.
I did too. I got 5 Disney villains.
So yeah,
I
you
got-
could. And I actually had a coworker who got 5 as well. He did the same thing. I showed
I
him.
got
He got
2.
5
I went
of
for
them.
2.
And his
That
last
was it.
one was the Jafar. He didn't have it. He was mad. And
I didn't get no
boom.
Jafar. If I got 2 of them, I would have sold Jafar. One of them, just right out the bat, just gone.
No.
Did they give any details on the Patrick Hughes as far as how that
Officially
is going to
announced
happen
it.
Saturday?
We all knew because we listened to. I said, "Hey, you'll know this information by the time this comes out.
Mhm.
Within a day or 2, or the weekend, you'll know this information." So, and then they're talking about Patrick Hughes. So we all knew we were gonna get it. We'll see. The price I think is gonna be up like what, $100?
Dude, Matt Gunn was 200, so
200.
we'll see. We'll see what it's going to be.
Probably around that.
I mean, really,
200.
you paid 200.
It's exclusive. It's going to be all UR and
Oh,
SR.
man.
So no shade to
David, you
Matt
said
Gondik,
that
so
it's going to be all UR and SR.
Matt Gondik,
Limited release.
Aya Agamotto ain't selling out because people are holding for that Star Wars, and then the Patrick Hughes is too expensive. People ain't gonna go for it, but it'll probably be a limited run where it will still sell out, right?
I don't know. His shit's dope. It depends, dude.
It'll sell out.
Like honestly, that shit is.
You see that one being a
dope.
sellout too?
Yeah, that shit is. Dope.
I mean, an instant sellout, like you can only get
Like,
one. And
It'll sell
even
out.
if you
anything
quick
like
out.
what they showed.
Well, dude,
as
they
the
said limited.
examples,
They
like,
said
yeah.
limited release. We don't
Fuck
even know
yeah.
how many it's going to be. It could be
Yeah,
1,000.
if it's 1,000,
Give me like
yeah, it's done. Because then people will buy it just off of that, knowing that they're getting something super rare,
Yeah,
and they know it ain't gonna go under listing price because 1,000 people ain't that stupid. And if they are, if a chunk of them are, people will buy them right there instantly. Like say the Moon Knight secret rare. I had posted on the Comics and Crypto, like, hey, I hit my first secret rare, and someone else commented, oh, I picked this one up in the market right after for $300. And I was like, that's a come up because it's already pretty much almost doubled. Plus, that comic's gonna be in the thousands in no time, So, but yeah, that day of the drop too, people will load up on gems because Star Wars 2. Let's just say we get Star Wars. The drop happens, someone hits. They say the listing is $60. They listed right out bat for just say 120, 150, 199, thinking, it's like a Woody, something else. Fools just start sweeping the floor on it. All of a sudden, you can't find one for under $500, even if it's the common. If the common's Luke Skywalker, and then we get, Darth Vader, they just do an episode. Who knows? Who freaking knows? There's so many possibilities. But if they do a Luke Skywalker, first NFT Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, you have to believe Your uncle who doesn't want to even mess with Veve or NFTs, he'll sign up and he'll do it for that drop.
Well, we'll see. Because what you're saying is that the
has.
market would do a complete 180
off
one drop. So that's how big the drop would have to be. That the market would, it would have to, because for that shit to go out,
it doesn't have to.
Yeah,
no.
There's a lot of degrees between 180.
You're saying shit will get bought
That's
up
not what
at
I'm
this
saying.
much, and like, yeah, that would reflect that.
I'm saying
that the market, as opposed to what it's doing
with
right
that
now,
particular
because everything's
item,
going, for the most part, everything's going under retail.
It just depends on what they drop. We don't know.
That is a one.
But yeah, if they do Luke, Leia, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, and say they just do like episode 4, they just started off, right? A New Hope. This is the first one we do. And they give the main characters from that. You know, they give you another R2D2. So like, bro, it would be crazy. None of those are going to go in. That's like Woody level. But if they mix it up and they give you like a subpar type of character, but they give you one Vader.
You Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, no, like even Jar Jar Binks, I think, would be up there because he's one of the more popular. But let's just say they give you a random droid, right? They give you a battle droid from Attack of the Clones. They give you, just someone else, dude, who's just not as significant. Cool characters, but just not as significant. But the common is Luke Skywalker, and then the secret rare is Darth Vader. Done. Like those are gonna be crazy. Like they'll outperform Woody, I think, like a double or a triple. And like Woody's right there at 150, 170 right now range. 170, 200 range been floating at. I think.
Well, you said it even last year. They didn't drop Star Wars on May the 4th, right? And then he even said in the AMA that they have their commitments to these brands. No, but to these brands, and like their timeline of when they're supposed to, regardless of the FUD, regardless of anything going on. Like they said, like by this time we need to get our money into for these items that we've given you the license on or whatever it is, So even if it's not Star Wars, like it's gonna be something big. Like something's coming that has to be comparable.
It's going to be Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
They're holding
something
comparable. What do you like? There's nothing.
It's Star Wars.
It's not the episode.
Is the thing that
110%.
It's the only.
What if they drop Spaceballs? That would be perfect.
No one knows about that what Spaceballs is. You guys know what Spaceballs is?
You know what Spaceballs is? Spaceballs is hilarious.
Anyway, I'm excited. Cannot wait for next week. We'll have the episode ready. And in fact, what we'll do is for the May the 4th, let's do a little Star Wars little dive, maybe. Like if we get the collectibles, which I know we will, we'll talk about our results, but also a little Star Wars deep dive. Our little Star Wars segment. We'll talk about Star Wars and nerd out. I've seen all the movies. I'm not like the biggest expert, but I've watched them a few times. Normally around Christmas, like you're at home a lot, I always try to watch all the movies. Melissa's and her family do the same thing, but I'll just start them at episode 1, and you see Luke, you see Anakin, and you're like, fuck, by episode 3, you're just like, damn. And like, the best of us. These episodes are like, those first movies are like political, and there's like real like serious, subject matter they're dealing with. Then when you get to the middle ones that are made, in the 70s, the OG ones, those are like more, a little more fun too, but like they kind of on that tip too. And then you get to the ones Disney, and those are more like family oriented. They try to be a little more Marvel with it. So you see the differences. But anyway, we'll have a little Star Wars.
Well, hopefully on Wednesday night. So Wednesday, 8 a.m.
We'll be, dude, man, if they give us, I'm telling you, like a lightsaber or something like that, it'll be crazy because, the augmented reality, that's what they want to see. And they even talked about it. They're like, we love seeing those pictures, and that's the free marketing they get. When when I'm posting on my feed and he's posting on it, like people are interested. We find our other VV heads out there. Not only that, we get people who hit us up and go, hey, what is that? Hey, that actually looks pretty cool, and that's that free marketing side that VV wants. So they're just gonna feed it, dude. It's gonna be something. The first Darth Vader, if you got Darth Vader just standing in your room, oh my god, dog! Like that's just gonna be, everyone's gonna take a picture with Darth Vader. Like they can't fumble this one. It would have been like that with Deadpool, but he was in the Christmas attire, so sometimes it kills it. But I think by this Christmas, everyone's gonna be augmenting, ARing Deadpool in their photos, and like I saw with the Batman with the Jim Lee one, just how cold Batman looks just standing there. Then he got the drape on the one cape, one side with the cape. So when he's standing at that side profile, it just looks so like crazy. Like that catches people's eyes. That gets people like, what is that?
Imagine someone posts up at Disneyland with the Darth Vader NFT and people start taking pictures with him instead of the actual characters. Kylo Ren's right there, like, fuck. The fool they pay to do it. Some fool just like, hey, look.
Kylo Ren's gonna be out of a job because our Veve NFT will be doing his job, right? I hear you.
Imagine.
But yeah, man. All right. I think we're good.
We're at hour 45. Yeah.
Hour 45. Oh shit!
We didn't have a structure on this one. We didn't do the outline. This was like another freestyle.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys as always for tuning in. Shouts out to the homie Corey,
thank you for
homie Chris
with us, and also
and all the homies who tune in.
Chris Cordero,
Sean.
Dude, that's sick on your villain set. I was in the restroom when you first sent that.
Yeah, congrats on the sets. Veve's been fun. We've been hitting drops and it's been fun. Podcast has been fun. Obviously, we want our values to go up and all this, but hey, like we're enjoying this whole time. I can't think of another thing I'm invested in or crypto or anything else like that's this interesting in this, like, this cool.
I feel like we're in good hands with the Veve team and what they're working towards. It's like
it's a journey.
Come on.
It's an experience and it's a journey. And right now we're the underdog, and that kind of feels cool. For a minute it was a sure bet, and now you just see people kind of shaking their fate's getting tested a bit. And this is when the time where you kind of can have the most fun with it, and you can make some crazy gains because it happened. If you get in right before we start moving up, right, like it's a fun ride. And that's how I felt when I first got on the app. Like I said, I bought like a Captain America, the Steve Rogers, and saw it pump from like $40. Just kept climbing up. And there's going to be some new users that freaking jump on. They see that Jim Lee and they're like, what the hell? And they're like, if everything else, and these have all this history, and they're like, I'll buy it for $43, $45. Then all the new users come on, like, why is it so cheap? And buy this thing up.
I thought this episode was ending.
$300-$400.
He just keeps fucking talking. That's crazy.
Anyway, episode's over. Go home. It's all
guys.
Big episode next time.
Episode 12. See you next week.
I wish you guys luck.
May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
And also with you. You lift your hands up to Yoda.
We'll make our predictions.
And hope Grogu bless you.
You guys all better dress Star Wars cosplay.
Yeah, I will.
Cisco's gonna be Princess Leia.
Peace, y'all.